And hello and welcome to Easing Stress and Emotions with your host, Dr. Ben Dover, where the doctor will teach you how to relax and calm your nerves. So now, bend over.
Hello everyone. Here to talk to you about the little things you can do in your life to make things happen a little better, a little easier for you. One of those things is closing your legs and tightening your vagina.
Broadcasting live from high atop Stonehead Peak in the Blue Mountain Range, overlooking gorgeous downtown Dillsburg, Pennsylvania, it's the Jeff and Dan Show. It's Wednesday, it's 7 o'clock, it's time for the Jeff and Dan Show. That's right, everybody. It's time for the show that promises a good time. It's the show that promises lots of laugh. It's the show that promises to inform you and entertain you. It's the show that promises all sorts of goodies, but doesn't deliver any of that shit. Thank you for... caught you, didn't I? Thank you for tuning in tonight, everybody. I'm Dan, your very graceful co-host of the Jeff and Dan Show. And across from me, sitting in that other chair over there, is the other co-host of the Jeff and Dan Show. Please join me in a wonderful, warm welcome for Jeff. Jeff, how are you tonight?
I am not doing too bad. I'm feeling a little bloodthirsty.
Oh, well, you know what? Yeah, okay.
I will settle for Monster Energy instead.
That's better for you.
Yeah, you're probably right.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so it was definitely an interesting week.
It sure was.
Whole lots of fun, whole lots of weirdness.
All kinds of weather stories.
Yeah.
Weather madness.
It's gone crazy, man. Totally crazy.
Reefer madness. Weather madness. They're all going mad.
I wish it would reefer madness.
It rained reefer for weeks.
We didn't have any problems finding anything. It was all dry at one point. Then it rained buds. So anyway.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, how's your week been?
Pretty good. We have a huge hurricane coming in, inbound.
Yeah.
Nobody knows where it's going to strike yet, but it probably will be striking the mainland of the U.S.
Category 42. It's pretty big. It's enough to make you understand what life, the universe, and everything is all about.
Well.
Anywho.
Question for you. As I was doing show prep,
yeah.
I should have just read about it, but do hurricanes move clockwise or counterclockwise?
They move counterclockwise.
Why?
Mostly because I have to say it's mostly probably because of the magnetic poles. But why it actually forms in that manner and then goes in that specific direction and just stays that way, I don't know. It's weird because it can dip pretty low and then go up pretty high. And you would think that would cause a difference in rotation, but no, they all go counterclockwise. At least for us, they do. There might be different in, typhoons and stuff like that down in Australia and stuff.
Typhoons are Asian hurricanes, basically.
Yes. Yep.
And Asia is north of the equator, so I imagine they would have the same counterclockwise motion.
I would think so.
I don't know if they have these storms. I'm sure they do have these cyclonic storms in the southern hemisphere.
Yeah. Australia's seen stuff like that. Just Pacific type stuff.
They probably call them something else?
No, as far as I know, they're typhoons.
Typhoons.
Yeah. It's not just an Asian thing. I think it's everybody but us.
We're the only place in the world that actually gets hurricanes.
Yeah. That's right. Even Canadians are going, those stupid Americans. Don't they know these typhoons are going to come and kick their ass?
Yeah.
Like a New Yorker fucking Canadian. What the fuck? Why? Come on, man. What are you going to do? Are you going to bust my chops all fucking night? Come on, man.
What do we got going on today?
Well, we got quite a few things, actually. We're going to play a little game of SNIPPETS
here
a little bit later.
That's everybody's favorite.
Yes, that's everybody's favorite.
That's my favorite. Nobody else enjoys it, but I do.
Everybody's favorite kind of shit.
Well,
on Fox. SNIPPETS. Okay, so we had that. So we have that. We could play that. And then we also have a couple of discussion things.
Okay.
One of the ones you had mentioned last week. Another one I came up with.
Okay.
Believe it or not, I actually did some work. But no. The one you have is the 5 best ways to get out of a ticket.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, so we'll work on that. And then I have why someone shouldn't use a gun in the zombie apocalypse. There's numerous reasons, and I will give some of those reasons out tonight.
Against the law?
Yeah, well, it doesn't matter. At that point, there's no more law. They're probably trying to bite your arm.
We are arresting you for abuse of a corpse.
I wasn't fucking it, you know. So, but anyway, I got that, and then I think you got some other stuff too, don't you?
I only have 3 things for the good folks today. I've got snippets, the top 5 things cops do to try to get into your wall, whatever that one is, and and I have national days if we get time.
Ooh, yeah.
Because everybody's in the national days.
Everybody
these days.
Everybody must get stoned. I think first thing we should do is just roll into that top 5 police segment.
Okay.
That's the sound of the police. That's the sound of the beast. That's the sound of the police.
Yeah.
That's the sound of the beast.
Oh, I'm sorry. He was going to rap over there, too. I've seen it.
I was getting ready to bust a rhyme, man.
Yeah, busting a rhyme. So what do we got?
Top 5 cop things. Top 5 things to do to possibly get yourself out of a ticket.
And no, blowing the officer doesn't work.
Top 4 things.
Or at least it doesn't work unless you can get the taste out of your mouth. Totally different at that point.
There's a lot of variables and mechanics to go into that statement as far as blowing a cop.
Oh, yeah.
It would have to depend on what sex you are, what sex they are, what sexuality they are.
Right, yeah. But even sometimes, most cops are probably like, I don't give a fuck if you've got fur on your face. Put it in there. They don't care. They're like, my dick's getting sucked. That's all I give a shit about. You know. So, anyway, yes, your 5 items.
Top 5. Are you ready?
Top 5. And I have a concurrent list, too. So
Okay,
just
good.
in case.
Good.
All right. What do you got?
Number 5.
Okay.
As soon as you see the flashing lights behind you, the lovely, brilliant red and blue lights flashing away at you, first thing you should do is pull over to a safe place.
Yeah.
Safe as you possibly can. If parking lot would be great. If not, get as far over the road as you possibly can. This tells the officer, you know what? I don't really give a fuck about you, but I don't want neither one of us getting killed.
Yeah, usually.
Well, that's what I say.
And then they park like an asshole behind you, faced out into the traffic, and you're just like, bastard, why'd you do that?
Yeah.
You know?
Anyway, not everybody's going to stare at me.
Yeah, a bunch of dicks.
That's number 5.
Okay.
Number 4.
All right.
Turn off the car.
Okay. That makes sense.
Turn off the car and pull the keys and place them, preferably somewhere up the officer's ass. I mean, somewhere in view where the officer can see him, so he knows you're not running.
Up his ass would be very difficult for him to see. You're
But
like,
he would know they were there.
Yeah.
Can you feel that, huh? Are you turned on yet?
Well, yes, I am. Where's that blowjob? Anywho. All right, so that's number 4. What's number 3?
Number 3. Number 3 is
Coming up. Coming down. Not coming at all. That's like life, you know.
Oh man, I just totally forgot about this. Oh, number 3. Turn on the dome light if it is nighttime.
Yes, that's one of the things I have.
Turn on the dome light so the officer can see.
Yes.
This lets the officer know that you're not attempting to hide anything yet.
Right. You're not scaring them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So those 3 things will immediately set an officer in a positive direction, knowing that you're not here to play a head game. You're not here to play a mind game.
Right.
Yep.
Right.
Yep.
Okay. What's number 2?
Number 2.
Or number 4, depending on which way we were going. I don't know. I'm stoned. Fuck it.
Really? it must be nice.
Yeah. Share like. Let's go, man. What do you got?
Number 2.
Okay.
Turn on the hazards. turn on your four ways.
Oh, wow. Yeah, you know what? I never thought about that.
That again tells the officer this cat ain't running. This
Right.
cat is here for the duration. He's staying put. We're going to take care of business. And I'm not going to fuck him in the ass too hard.
There's a $700 ticket. Like when you push it in any further? By this point, no. Thank you. I'm having a hard time sitting.
Thanks for pushing in my stool, officer.
Here, can I help with that? Anyway, okay.
And
So
the number one thing you could do when you're pulled over that would possibly get you out of a ticket.
okay.
The number one thing is,
What is it?
phrase it any way you want, but the easiest way I can come up with is don't be a dick.
Yep.
Respect and courtesy. Respect and courtesy. Just say that over and over again with me. Ready? Respect and courtesy.
Respect and courtesy. Respect and courtesy.
Now, I also have a bonus one.
Oh, a boner.
Well, that's it, just in the morning.
Morningwood.
That's the name of the street I live on.
All right.
The bonus one is politely ask, officer, could you find it in your good graces to give me a warning?
Yeah.
To ask for the warning.
Yeah. That's yeah.
And if you're respectful and courteous, you may get a warning. But I do have to tell you right away, your chances of getting out of a ticket at that point are pretty slim.
Yeah.
But you can still do it.
You can try it.
Yep.
You can try it. Let me go on some of the stuff that I actually found too, and then just extra helpful stuff for people so they know. One of those ones is ones I was talking about earlier. Don't try and bribe or flirt with a cop, because 99.9% of the times that cop is already engaged or married to somebody else, because they're homely people. You know, they homely because they're homeless assholes.
They sure are.
So don't bribe or flirt. It doesn't really work. Although I do have a well-endowed couple of children who have been able to get out of tickets quite a bit.
Is that right?
Yes, because of the cops. They pull them over and they start getting a little weepy-eyed, and of course their V part has been pulled down a little bit further. Yeah, and at that point, she's the cop's like, I don't like tits, but man, that ass. So yeah, you got it in a seat, don't you? Oh, that's nice. I like that. So yeah, but don't bribe or flirt. It usually doesn't work. If you're speeding, and this came directly from several cops actually, if you're speeding and all of a sudden you see a cop, do whatever you can to wave at the cop. Now the reason being is because one of the things he's going to think is, oh, I probably know that person. But even if he doesn't, and even if he's smart enough to continue on with his VASCAR or he's doing radar or whatever, then he will realize that, you have spent some time and that you're kind of saying with the wave, I'm sorry, officer, I didn't mean to be going quite this fast. We're in an enclosed room. Don't fart in here. I'm going to look like that guy from Raiders of the Lost Ark. It was melting my face.
It just snuck out.
Oh, sure it did. But no, it really does. It kind of makes it. It kind of makes it so that you're telling the cop, sort of in a way, "Hey, listen, I'm speeding. I realize that I'm going to slow down now. You know what I mean?" So the wave really does a lot of stuff.
So it's not like, look at me over here.
Right,
I'm
right.
doing 120.
Yes, in a 30. Yeah, 4 times the legal limit. Another one was the one you touched on, which is don't be an asshole. Mm-hmm. Don't be a dick. Don't be an asshole. And the police officers that had written this said the reason the thing was they had already made up their minds 99% of the time that they made contact with a person in a car. So they pull somebody over, 99% of the times they're going to write that ticket. Sometimes it's reflecting on if you can change their mind by not being a dick or being an asshole or whatever. You know what I mean? Don't be curt, don't be fast, don't be, wise. Just try to get the procedure over as quickly as possible. That's all that cop wants. He wants you to get done so he can get done so they can leave and, go bust somebody else or whatever. But there's a good probability that if you're nice to the officer and you have even engage in a small conversation, it doesn't matter what it's about. Weather's been shitty lately, huh? You know, that kind of stuff.
As it's raining, you know, trying to keep them outside.
Exactly.
Get wet, motherfucker. Get wet. Get drenched.
You wouldn't happen to know. You know, go with one of those and get his ass drenched. But no, it basically it humanizes the cop and it humanizes
Absolutely
the person.
right.
So
Absolutely right.
So that's that one. Then there's also, don't do anything that makes the officer feel unsafe.
Like?
Such as sudden moves. Let's say you're there, the police, yeah, exactly. The police officer comes up to your car and you're like, yes, sir, what's going on, officer? How can I help you or whatever? What would you like today, sir? You know, and he goes, you know, I just need your license and registration. If you go to whip down real quick to grab a license and registration, that puts the cop completely on the defensive. He will possibly draw. If you're white, probably not. But if you're black, guaranteed. Like, I hate to say it that way, but it is fucking true, man. I've got black friends who are just like, it's ridiculous how much they get pulled over for stupid shit. You know what I mean? And then interrogated, basically, for, like, doing nothing. You know?
Dude, I know.
And then there's that one thing that always pisses me off, and this is the one that, I mean, it should enrage pretty much everybody. But they'll say, and this is the way they can get out of being dicks about it. They say, well, we had a report of a robbery and a suspect matching your description. That's bullshit. You know as well as I do that's bullshit. Because just because that guy's black doesn't mean every fucking black guy out on the street robbed a store. You know what I mean? It's just, I don't know what's wrong. Anyway, let's get back to this.
Let's get back to this.
I'm segueing the hell out of everything.
That's okay. We have a wide open field of, this is a huge topic.
Yeah. Traffic stops are the most dangerous for officers. That's the reason why you wouldn't want to do anything to make them feel unsafe. As a matter of fact, I believe the statistic is like 55 to 58% of traffic stops could go wrong. But, or, I'm sorry, I should restate that. 55 to 58% of murders of police officers happen while doing just a random stop. When they go to pull somebody over, that's when they end up getting killed. Which is a lot, you know what I mean? But you got to understand, out of their job, that's probably like 50%, 60% of what they do. You know what I mean? It's not just something where they're just like going and like, oh man, you know, I never go out and tank anybody for speeding. I'm always, you know, doing domestic relations things or, you know what I mean, stupid things that don't have anything to do with pulling cars over. You know what I mean? So... Ooh, that was a beverage break for both of us. That was interesting.
Dead air silence.
The thing you also touch point on is another one that I found. Politely request a warning instead of a ticket.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And the police officers said, treat me as you wish to be treated. I'm just doing my job.
Yo, bitches. Any way you could...
Ask me politely for a warning, and if you're not doing 60 in a residential... weren't driving recklessly, I would simply say, you could simply say, would you give me a warning, or would you consider giving me a warning? And it's worked many times, according to police officers, because honestly, they're just going to take a look at the person. If they've already run their shit back in the car, they're just going to be like, okay, I ran your stuff. There's no warrants on you. You're fine. Looks like you're a right, upstanding individual. You know, I'm going to let you off. So, couple of other things that I had extras. These are things that people should know, and some of the stuff you've already touched on and expounded on a little bit. But some of these go with the don't do anything to make the officer feel unsafe. One thing that I know for a fact officers love every single time I've done it, they've always been like, I was very courteous, I was very straightforward, but very courteous, not being a dick. But when they came up to the car, I had both of my hands on the wheel, 10 and 2. Mm-hmm. And anybody else that's in the car has to have their hands on their laps so that the officer feels comfortable, that nobody's trying to do anything stupid, you know, and then, you know, you get, you know, a slim chance of getting off of that 90-mile-per-hour ticket. But, you know, so yeah, put your hands on the steering wheel throughout the whole encounter. Mm-hmm. Whatever you do, and cops apparently hate this, whatever you do, don't stare at the officer in your side or rear view mirrors. So you're like you're in your car, you just got pulled over, and you keep looking over and keep looking over and see what's going on and keep looking over and see what's going on. Don't do that until he's approached you. You can take quick glances. Nobody's going to notice quick glances, but cops always notice that if you're sitting there staring at them, they feel as though there's something going on in the car more than what you're providing, like hiding of drugs or, you see what I'm saying? So what you try to do is just not stare into the mirror at all. Just take a quick glance and see if he's over there. And if he's coming, then, put your hands on the steering wheel or whatever. But you can look at him after he goes back to his car. Then you can, because then it's a situation where you're kind of like, okay, what the fuck is taking so long? I could have wrote that ticket 7 times over, but you're out here 30 fucking minutes writing me out of a speeding ticket, which cops tend to do.
What, quick question. Why does it take so
long? Usually because they have to call you in.
So?
And what's funny about that?
We sit here Google. You can Google anybody you want. If you know the channels, you can find out anything you want on anybody in 30 seconds.
For the most part, yeah.
Another 2 minutes to actually fill in the names of the blank ticket.
Well,
why does it take 15 to 20 minutes? Come on.
Well, it's like this. Imagine this. Next time you go to a hospital, any hospital, Holy Spirit would be a great example. If you go into Holy Spirit and you walk in and you look at their computers are running Windows XP. Right. How long have we been out of Windows XP? Since 2007? So yeah, it's been a long fucking time. It went dead in 2010, but I think it stopped in 2007.
Yeah, I quit using it in 2013.
It doesn't matter. It's still a viable operating system, but the fact of the matter, what I'm trying to get to as a point, is that sometimes departments can't afford that kind of shit. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
We go so hardcore on the police. You know what I mean? Like, I'm not standing up for the boys in blue, but I'm saying we go so hard on the police, giving them a hard time, doing all this shit, and all they're trying to do is their job. You know what I mean? Now, usually they're trying to do their job. I say state police are much, much better at it than local police.
No.
Oh, you think it's opposite?
Oh, no. I used to think that.
Okay.
And until I was harassed by the Pennsylvania State Police.
You should have recorded it. Next time, record it. It's within your rights to record.
I know. Yeah. And that brings me up to one topic.
Yeah.
What do you do when the officer says, "Turn that off"?
Right. Don't turn it off. It's civil liberties. You're allowed to do that. They fought for that. They fought for the ability to do that. It's an open forum in an open area. The property is yours, and there's nothing a cop can do. If he tries to take it, you could get him into trouble for that. If he breaks it, that's even better, because now you can sue him for that. Especially if there's nothing. If you've done nothing.
How are you gonna prove it, dude?
Your camera.
Well, yeah.
As long as it's you.
Smash. Oops.
Perhaps with somebody else. It might have to have that kind of thing. But there are a lot of ways. Yeah, or 2 cameras. But the thing is, most of the time people are recording it with their phones, which is a great idea because you could probably record it in a lot of ways the cop would never see it.
Right. But that goes back to reason number 1. Don't be a dick.
Right.
If the cop sees your video camera, he instantly, no matter what else you do, as soon as he sees the camera and he realizes it's videotaping him, he now labels you as the dick.
Well, it really... See, that's the thing.
And so now you are labeled a dick because you're exercising your rights.
Well,
you have a right to film and photograph any public official doing their job.
Sure.
The key words are doing their job.
Right.
I know they don't do their job half the fucking time.
Right.
But in the other half, when you do catch them doing their job, I'm just joking and making some jokes.
Yeah, no, it's cool.
But yeah, you are allowed to. It is your right to film and photograph public officials in the scope of their duty.
Yes, always.
And some of them will argue with "turn it off."
Right. It's you can't do that. Turn it off. Exactly. But
That's
you and I both know that's not the truth.
Well, the U.S. Supreme Court said in a landmark decision in 1999. Shall I go on, officer? Do you know the citation?
Yeah.
Do you know where I'm getting this from?
Yeah,
the U.S. Supreme Court. Have you ever heard of them?
Yeah.
Porky.
Yeah. That's the thing. It's always in a situation. Now, here's the thing, and I have tons and tons of videos that I could show you where people have successfully recorded cops without them saying a fucking word and got out of tickets because they not because they were recording, but got out of tickets while they were recording, and the cop knew it.
The cop knew it?
The cop knew it. They got out of a ticket. He's like, you know what? I'm not here to make your life difficult. I know you realize you did something wrong. Here's your warning. Want to know what the difference is?
What?
I don't need to answer that question, officer. Oh, I don't need to answer that question, officer. I refuse to give you my stuff until you tell me exactly why I got in trouble.
And that's your right.
That is your right.
So then you're going to be labeled a dick, an asshole, and one of those guys.
Right.
If you're working your right. What's the word am I using them for? You're using your rights. You do have a right to know.
Right. You're in constitutional rights.
Right.
Yeah.
You have a right to know what happened and why you're being detained.
Right. You can ask that, but you don't have to be a dick about it. You can just be like, okay, sure, but I just need to be able to find out, why we're doing this. What's this transaction about? Calm, cool, and collected, man. That's the way to do it. I've seen videos now where I'm just like, well, that guy was really, really smooth, and he just got right across to that cop, and the cop didn't say shit. You know what I mean?
Dude, let me ask you a question. Why do police departments make you jump through hoops and all kinds of shit to get the video?
Oh, you mean like the body cam videos?
Body cam, dash cam. What are they trying to hide?
I don't know.
How comes when I got pulled over in April 2 years ago by the Pennsylvania State Police in Harrisburg, and I wanted the video, how comes I couldn't get it?
Dash cam video. You usually have to subpoena it.
I did.
Oh, you did?
I
they
did.
Didn't give it to you?
Well, under state rules, which the court just changed, for cases involving criminal cases, yes, they are entitled. The defendant is entitled to that dash cam.
Required to give it to you. Yeah.
But in a traffic case, no, too bad. Why not? Why not? Whose tape is it? Who does it belong to?
Right.
Does it
state,
belong to the
people.
Department of blah blah blah?
No.
No.
Required for the people. But here's the thing that's fucked up. You'll see tons and tons of dash cam footage leak onto the internet for no fucking apparent reason whatsoever. Just like, we got this dash cam footage where this police officer was almost killed by a semi that ran into the car in front of him.
Yeah, they'll release that quicker than shit.
Exactly. Yeah. Exactly. Because man, that's worthy of some shit. We got to get that on.
Did you?
Fucking, yeah. What?
Who released the tape of this nurse getting pulled out of the hospital? Thank you, officer, for taking this nurse away from her job.
That wasn't body
burn
cam.
unit.
That wasn't body cam.
What was it?
That was somebody's cell phone. There was two of them going at the same time. Oh yeah.
Oh, I thought it was body cam.
No, there is one of the body cam. That's the one where you see her like up close, and then you see like her chest and stuff like that, and like her chin.
Well, then how did that get out?
That's a body cam.
Why did that get out?
I don't know.
Well,
see, that's what I'm trying to figure out. I don't know how that got released. You know what I mean? That's the weird thing about, because there's some times where it's like, but the one where you see her outside and he's like slamming her up against the wall and shit, that one's on somebody's cell phone. They're sitting there recording it. They can't stop them. Police cannot legally stop you from recording anything in the public domain, the public figures, public eye, public anything. They cannot stop you. And that's one of the things that they need to start understanding, that people are more and more going to do that. But see, it's frustrating to the police officer. And like, again, I'm not standing up for the boys in blue. I'd much rather get high with them than, fucking do anything else.
No,
but
fuck that. My weed's too good for them.
Oh, come on, man. You know some cops would be really, really good.
No, they're liars, man. They're liars.
I had a cop get me stoned, and he was awesome.
Are you serious?
Yeah. Yeah, I had a cop get me stoned. He's a prior police officer, but
I thought you were one of us.
I am one of us. That's why, man. I was like, dude, I gotta relax. This is relaxing. You know what I mean? It's one of those deals. I gotta fucking go to sleep sometime. But no, that's the thing, and I think I have two more that I want to read real quick.
Go ahead.
Know where your registration and proof of insurance are.
That's my biggest fault. But
you are not fumbling around to find it.
But I guarantee you, dude, if I don't produce those documents, they can find out.
Oh, yeah.
I don't need to produce those documents.
Now, they don't even need those documents anymore.
No,
they have that shit right in front of them.
Yes and no. Let me tell you what happened 2 years ago in April. I got pulled over because I didn't have insurance.
Right.
Okay, well, how did you know I didn't have insurance? You ran my license, didn't you? And it said I had valid registration, right? So you're not writing me up for that. You said I had valid registration, right?
Right.
They said I had no insurance, right? Well, I do, officer. And he wouldn't let me prove it to him. One provision in the Constitution, or in the Pennsylvania Department of Transportation rule book, is you can produce your proof of insurance on your phone.
Right.
No, I did not know that at the time.
That used to be that used to not be a thing.
Well, it's a thing now
because of technology.
And it was a thing whenever I was pulled over. I did not know that. Good. But my wife had emailed me that certificate, and I had it on my phone.
Yeah.
I just wrote the numbers down.
Right.
And the cop said, that's not valid. Well, 2 questions here. You took it back in there, right? And have I just bullshitted you and gave you some numbers? I would have committed the crime, right?
Yeah.
Right. So it's not valid, but you did write it down, right?
Yeah.
And you did call it in, right?
Yeah.
So therefore, what? It becomes proof of insurance.
Right, that you have insurance.
So they fucked me and they wasted my time. They took my plates. They made me walk home from Penn National Racecourse
Oh, Jesus.
to my house.
That's a distance.
Well, I didn't walk. Fuck you. I drove.
Yeah, yeah, I would have too.
Man, this is just pissing me off.
I know. Yeah, you're getting hot over there. You better stop doing that. Jeez, you're sweating your ass off.
What's your next one?
Getting angry.
Not the police for my dead homies. Not the police for Rodney King. Not the police.
Fuck them. But no, the last one was one we kind of touched on. Was ask permission to remove your wallet or to retrieve your driver's license and your registration.
Yes, a simple officer. My license is in my wallet in my back pocket. May I have permission to remove it? Let me clear away these guns and grenades out of my back pocket. I'll find it here somewhere and get that picture of your wife in nude here. Oh, that's not your wife. I'm sorry. That's your mom. And I'm already in jail, man. I'm in jail and both my eyes are gouged out and my ass is sore.
Your prison's fucked up. Your prison sentence is getting real tough there at the beginning of fucking bloody and shit. Yeah.
Anyways.
So, yes. Oh, you're nice and hot. Look at you. Oh, you're so hot.
Hey, baby.
Did you see that new ad I put up?
No.
Jeff and Dan with the 2 buds.
Oh, yes.
2 buds. Did you see the second one that I put out with that one?
Yes. Who gave you shit about that? Did you put the second one up?
No, nobody gave me shit about it.
Oh, okay.
No, Roger said something about it, but that was pretty much it. But, yeah, shout out to our buddy Roger.
Roger!
We'll have him back on the show sometime.
Oh, he was a blast.
Yeah, he was a blast, and I think we could have another blast.
Yeah, I wonder if he's got his podcast up yet.
I don't think so. I think he would have already told me about it by now.
Okay.
So,
well, maybe we'll have to help him.
Yeah, I'm more than happy to just have him come over and, whenever he wants to do some talking, come on over and join us for a little while. He seems to get along with us rather well.
Oh, so. He's a great guy. Incredible sense of humor. And he's very, very talented.
Yes. Oh, yeah. He's good. Really good guitarist.
Very good guitar, movies.
Right.
The guy just drips of talent.
Ew.
And I really mean that. Oh, that did sound gay, didn't it?
Oh, my God. He's dripping.
That sweat, you fool.
All right, let's do national days, man.
Let's
what do we got?
national days.
Yes, let's do some
Do we have any kind of theme music while I'm pulling that up?
National, yeah.
And now it's time for International Day of with your host, Dan.
And there you are, sir.
Oh, wow, that was lovely.
Yeah.
Today is September 6th, 2017.
Yippers.
And it's National Coffee Ice Cream Day.
Coffee ice cream.
Yeah,
Ooh.
yummy.
They have this one, Turkey Hill came out with one called Double Dunkers. Have you ever seen that?
Yes, I have.
Have you had it?
Yes. I do not like coffee in any other form other than black.
Yeah.
And
Like the drink itself.
So coffee ice cream, no.
Yeah.
But Lauren brought home a half gallon of that Double Dunker stuff.
Yeah.
And I liked it enough to eat a couple bowls of it.
Oh, wow.
I wouldn't buy it.
Well, it's very candy coffee ice cream, which
You're
is,
right.
It's kind of like s'mores inside of chocolate.
Pretty much coffee flavored milk.
Yeah, for the most part.
Yeah.
Well, the thing is, though, is that you said something that we're used to saying because we're so much older now. She brought home a half gallon.
Yeah.
Right, yeah. So we're so used to fucking saying that. It's like, oh, yeah, half gallon. Because it used to literally be 2 quarts, a half a gallon. But now it's 1.5 quarts.
It's good to say it is. They haven't used half gallon since like 1939.
Yeah. Well, we're not that fucking old, but okay.
No, seriously, they haven't used half gallons. I remember, I think I was still working in Turkey Hill. I'm not sure. I remember seeing a signage.
It was the 90s, yeah. It changed in the 90s.
And the sign didn't read 2 half gallons for $5. It read something like 2 whatever, but it wasn't half. And it made me think they're not half.
2 cartons of or 2
something like that.
Right,
It made me think they're not half gallons anymore, are they? So I went and melted one and
Yeah.
measured it.
Oh shit!
No.
Oh, I was gonna say it, dude. That would have been awesome.
No.
He's like, hell yeah, man. Yeah. Oh yeah. So what else? What else we got? What other day?
Oh yeah. Today is also National Read a Cook Day.
Read a cook. Is that like read a cookbook?
Oh, no, wait. Read a book.
Oh, read a book.
Day.
Oh, okay.
I'm sorry. I was wondering, do we draw on a chef first?
Read a cook. I typed on his fucking forehead. Look at him. He's glowing.
Loser.
Big fucking letters, too. Yeah. So, what else?
Tomorrow,
Yes.
September 7th, 2017, National Grateful Patient Day. Oh, okay, stop.
Okay.
Okay, another one.
Stop.
Yeah. September 7th, National New Hampshire Day. How comes they get a day? When's National Pennsylvania Day?
I don't know, but this has to take up 50 days a year? Come on.
Okay.
They fuck you at the drive-thru. Yep.
National Beer Lovers Day is tomorrow.
Okay.
So that means, drink up, Johnny.
Time to drink.
Yep. It's also National Grandma Moses Day.
Oh, yeah.
Who's Grandma Moses?
She was a famous artist.
Oh.
Yeah. She did, wait a minute. I'm thinking, I think
I've heard
she
of her,
was.
but I have no idea who she is.
I think she was, yeah, a famous artist. Yeah.
It also happens to be National Acorn Squash Day tomorrow.
Ooh, acorn. Ugh.
Are you going to eat your acorn squash?
No.
Do you eat squash?
No. I hate squash.
Do you eat
Ugh.
pumpkin?
I do, which is a squash.
Squash.
Yeah. But it's actually been sweetened and added a bunch of extra shit.
Well, like you said, seeing one of your memes the other day or one of your comments, and it's like, it's not pumpkin, it's nutmeg. And you're so right, man.
Yeah.
It is
exactly.
just nutmeg.
Not pumpkin spice, it's fucking nutmeg. And other people chimed in, and cinnamon. And I'm like, no, it's fucking nutmeg. That's exactly what you're tasting. You could put that on somebody's dick and eat it, and it would taste like fucking pumpkin pie.
Pumpkin pie. I don't know where you've been dipping this thing at, but
Oh, shit.
Speaking of which, it's also National Salami Day tomorrow.
Good timing. Good timing.
And on Friday, September 8th, 2017, it's National Pediatric Hematology Oncology Nurses Day.
Oh, wow.
Did they have to squeeze all three of them because they didn't have any other days left?
There's like one day every year for each medical profession. It seems like there's that many medical professions, though. You could walk into any specialist doctor's office, and like every person in there has a unique title.
And letters after their name.
Yeah.
Pediatrics is children or babies?
Children.
And hematology is blood?
Blood.
And oncology is?
Cancer.
Cancer.
Yes.
So babies with blood cancer, or children with blood cancer, their nurses' day is tomorrow.
Right.
Sorry, kids. No appointments tomorrow.
Yeah, leukemia. That's actually what that is, blood cancer.
Yeah.
Yeah, when you hear those kids with leukemia. I feel so bad for those kids.
Which, oddly enough...
Whenever I get a lot of money, I promise I will support one of those great causes, like St. Jude's Children's Hospital.
Well, dude, I have often said... And I'm going to say it again. If I ever win some crazy jackpot like that $700 million, it was just up for grabs in the Powerball jackpot.
Yeah, exactly.
If I win that, I'm going to get a little ass kicking on cancer because I'm going to give a lot of that away.
Yeah.
And I can't possibly see anything but good coming out of $400 million.
Exactly. But, it's funny because a lot of the times you get up to these big jackpots and, like, a group of people will win them.
Yeah,
or
I said it before this jackpot went off. It's not going to be one person in your ship. It's just one person.
Right, exactly.
But it's usually 3 tickets.
Right.
Or 4 tickets.
And it's shared amongst coworkers or it's shared amongst fucking, family members, stuff like that. This woman won it. She has 2 kids. She's divorced. She's a single mother. She works 2 jobs.
Not anymore.
Not exactly. But more importantly, what I'm thinking is there isn't many other people on this planet who would better deserve that kind of bread.
Well, on that surface, yeah, you're right.
Yeah.
You're right. But I can guarantee you this. I don't know what kind of person she is, but her life will change.
Oh, yes.
And it will change places she never even imagined. It'll change in ways that she will not like.
Correct.
Granted, she will have the best food the rest of her life and vacation wherever she wants and all the jewelry she wants.
Sure.
But she's going to have to keep some secrets. She's going to have to go in hiding. She's going to have to learn the word no.
Yeah. Yeah, majorly, because there's a lot of people that were in your life or are in your life who would end up showing up.
Your kids automatically become a target?
Yeah, oh yeah, definitely. And that's the thing. You've really got to be able to take care of that kind of stuff. That's why it's like, if you were to win that in that situation, I'm sure you've heard all the stories of people who won massive jackpots and how it's ruined their lives. It's a very, very common thing. And it could be anywhere from the $1 million winnings all the way up to $300 million winnings. People just get fucked up when they get money, man. This one guy who was in West Virginia, I believe.
Yep.
Old dude.
I know who you mean.
Yeah, he ended up fucking blowing right through his cash and doing it in such a stupid way.
Is he done?
Yeah, he's done, dude.
He blew through all that money.
He's bankrupt, yeah.
I forget what he won, but he won a jackpot that was unheard of at the time.
Yeah, it was like $230-something million. That's what his cut was at the end. So I know the jackpot had to be like $400, $500 million. Yeah.
I know he left like $360,000 in his car at one time.
Right. Yeah.
And he lost it, and somebody gave it back to him.
Yeah, I didn't know about that.
Well, he lost it somehow, and I'm pretty sure he got it back. Somebody turned it in. I'm not sure, but
that could be.
That $360,000 in his briefcase, man.
Yeah.
I can't even begin to comprehend. That's like $360,000. I couldn't even think right.
I couldn't even think of 36.
$36. Most of it's quarters.
That's why it feels so heavy. No, yeah, that's what I'm saying. And it's really weird because I've always maintained throughout my whole life that should I win the jackpot, first of all, my family will never, ever need for anything. Not ever. And my friends, my best friends, of course, will never, ever need for anything.
I hope you're playing tonight.
I know, right? Yeah. And then there's just, those things that I want to be able to do, like establish certain types of charities. And one of the big ones was give to the charities that already exist. And I'm going to have to vet them. You know what I mean? It's going to be a process.
You need to, man, because if you give some money to American Cancer Society, you just might as well just go in there and just pay the salaries of people.
Yeah, you might as well. You might as well just hire on a conglomerate of people, give them a freaking a laboratory, and be like, let's go to work here.
Getting a little bit off the subject, but it comes to dealing with cancer. We have all kinds of cancer treatments out there that the FDA is saying no. Do you think it would be a good money-making idea to go to, let's say, an island off of the coast of the U.S.? Which one is Tobago?
Trinidad, Tobago.
Trinidad and Tobago. Let's go talk to the king.
Okay.
Or president, whatever. Let's just assume they have a king.
Yeah, king.
Oh, great king. We have an idea. We would like to set up a cancer hospital, and where we do new and modern and untested cancer treatments. And rich people would be coming because they from the United States because they're paying to get rid of cancer. Oh, great king. Can we possibly work together in your land with this? Yeah.
I mean, that's a good possibility. Walking
what
would be
king
like,
wouldn't say,
"Oh, king, come on, I want to lay you."
Great we're in
sir.
Hawaii.
Oh, great sir, we would like you to take upon your island these unhealthy people. Where's my wife? Come on, I want to lay you. What are you doing? So anyway, but no, you got any other days?
Oh yeah, I got tons of them.
Oh, let's go tons.
I can just keep going.
Keep going.
Did I say it's also? Not only is it National Pediatric Hematology Oncology Nurses Day, it's also Stand Up to Cancer Day on Friday.
Oh,
what a coincidence, huh?
Stand Up to Cancer.
I think not. It's also, and I will give the fifth caller a prize if they call right now. Friday is National Ampersand Day.
Ooh.
If you are the fifth caller and you can tell me what an actual ampersand is, I will give you 2 free tickets to go somewhere.
Yeah.
To hell, maybe, but you'll get 2 free tickets.
I'm driving. It's a party bus. We're all getting fucked on the way there. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah. It's caller number 5. We're waiting on you.
And until the meantime,
and we're still waiting for caller number 1.
We'll whistle.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, anyways. Saturday is National Teddy Bear Day. Do you have a teddy bear, Jeff?
I do not.
Did you ever have a teddy bear?
I did have a teddy bear.
Did you actually use it, or was it just like...
It was, well, at one point it was good to be used, and then it was ornamental.
Yeah, that's what I meant, ornamental. Yeah. Well, it's also Care Bears Share Your Care Day. Oh, man, somebody paid to get on this list. It's also National Wiener Schnitzel Day. Have you ever had Wiener Schnitzel?
I have not had Wiener Schnitzel.
I have not had Wiener Schnitzel either, but I have participated in making some Wiener Schnitzel.
I've seen it at Oktoberfest. I just never got interested in eating it. You know what I mean? Yeah.
Really?
Yeah. I was kind of like, eh. I guess because most of it was like in like cabbage and sauerkraut and shit like that. But it's like, still gonna try it. Put it on a bun or something. But then they want to smear it with all kinds of shit. Come on, this is what you want to hear. Oh, geez, I did an Italian for a German.
Oh, there goes the phones now. Sunday, National Report Medicare Fraud Day. Well, that's pretty good because nobody be there to answer the phone. It's also National Video Games Day on Sunday.
Oh, wow.
National Chocolate Milkshake Day. Now, there's a holiday I'm participating in.
Fuck yeah, man. What is that, Sunday or
Sunday.
Monday? Ooh, Sunday.
Sunday.
At the Buck.
It's also National Day of Encouragement.
Oh, cool.
Go ahead, kill yourself. You can do it.
Right. That's right. That's like that meme I put out there. I don't know if you saw it or not, but I was saying my father was dying in the hospital. And we couldn't figure out what blood type he had. And we went into with him, and while he was dying, he just said, "Be positive."
It's going to be hard without him.
It's going to be hard without him.
Be positive.
Yeah, that was a bad one.
That's okay.
Yeah.
It's also Sunday National Ants on a Log Day.
Ants on a log.
Yeah.
Cool.
Monday, September 13th, 2017, National Kids Take Over the Kitchen Day.
Oh, damn. I don't want that shit happening in my house.
No, let's just keep that one quiet.
Yeah.
It's also National Peanut Day on Monday.
Peanut Day.
And it's also Uncle Sam Day on... okay. September 14th, Tuesday. National Live Creative Day.
Live creative. Well, that's what we do all the time.
I do that every day.
I try to.
I try to create every day.
Exactly. I try to.
National Cream-Filled Donut Day.
Oh. That's good for the Boston cream pie donuts.
National Eat a Hoagie Day.
Eat a hoagie. Okay. Sorry, I get a giggle.
People around here don't call them hoagies.
No, subs.
Yeah.
Always subs, yeah.
September 15th. It's my anniversary.
Yes, it is.
Yeah, we'll be married 16 happy years.
Wow.
Yeah. And it's also National Tackle Kids Cancer Day. When I first read that, I thought it was National Tackle Kids Day. All right! Gonna really fuck them up.
Yeah. I'm going to an elementary school and get me a whole fucking slew of them.
Who wants to play football?
That's right. My boys do, apparently. But no, yeah, it's like, yeah, I'm going to have to tackle them.
National Cheese Toast Day, which I don't really know what that is, but I can conjure up what it probably means.
Yeah, it's toast that you put cheese on and then melt it on it. It is literally, you have to make the toast first because, of course, the cheese won't work too well in a toaster. It doesn't work well. I've tried it before. It just doesn't hang on. I don't know.
Have you tried taping it?
I have not. I should give that a shot. Do that goofy ass stick on the back tape thing that's wrapped around your fingers. And
I one time told Lauren, my stepdaughter, when she was just a little girl, and I said, we're going to make a grilled cheese, but we're going to do it the real easy way. And I proceeded to make a cheese toast day.
Oh, shit.
She wasn't really impressed.
No, probably not at all. No, but it's funny. I posted a GIF. I don't know if you saw it or not, but it's a
Farrah?
No, it's a black guy that's he's standing there trying to make a sandwich. Did you see that one?
I don't think so.
Dude, it's fucking classic. He's sitting there making a sandwich and he's smearing on some like peanut butter or something, and then all of a sudden it falls out of his hands and it lands smack down on the fucking on the counter. And he picks it up and he looks at it. And then he's sitting there and really trying to observe it, and he watches it, and then he puts more peanut butter on and then drops it, and it lands again on the peanut butter. So he's like, Now there's no sound during this thing because it's a GIF. It's not really a movie. It's just a moving pictures kind of thing. But he goes over and he picks up the cat. and brings the cat over to the counter and drops the cat, like, not hard, just lightly. It's only about a foot off the thing, but it always lands on its feet. So the guy gets smart and takes duct tape, brings the cat over and fucking duct tapes the sandwich to the back of the cat, and then goes to drop it. And as he drops it, it doesn't go anywhere, and it just starts fucking spinning and lighting up and shit. And all of a sudden, he's like looking at it like, holy shit. He's like, I found something, because it's basically like saying, there's these two opposites that are always going to fucking, make it so that it's going to spin. And then he takes this cat and toast, puts it in the dryer, and it starts spinning the dryer, and then all of a sudden it's creating enough electricity to light the whole town. Dude, it's incredible. It's actually really,
this
really
was on
well
a
thought.
GIF?
Yeah.
All of this was a GIF?
Yeah, believe it or not.
Oh, wow.
I know, it's weird. So
anyways, last couple of
entries. Oh, there's one.
Oh, September 15th. Speaking of that, it's also National Double Cheeseburger Day.
Ooh, double cheeseburger.
Greenpeace Day. National POW MIA Recognition Day.
Okay.
How are they ever going to know?
I don't know. I have no idea.
National Hug Your Boss Day.
That would probably get weird.
Yeah, that would.
Really weird. Really
I'm only
quick.
doing this because I have to.
Yeah.
I love you, man.
I love you, dude. Fist bump. I know where your hands have been. So cool. Yeah.
And that wraps up our national days.
Nice.
Do we have any exit national days music?
Nope, just this.
And now it's time for International Day of, with your host, Dan.
I can't tell you what nationality that dude was.
He kind of sounded.
Top of the morning to you.
No, he kind of sounded Caribbean island to me.
That could be.
But
that could be.
Where do we hire these people?
I have no idea.
What you got, dude?
What have I got? I got crabs. God damn it. If it isn't one thing, it's another fucking thing.
Jeff's got herpes. Sorry, Jeff.
Again. No. So, no, yeah, I have this thing, and the reason why a gun sucks in a zombie apocalypse.
Okay, reasons why guns suck.
Now, this isn't in order in any way.
Okay.
This is sort of just one of those things that, you throw ideas, and this is the reason why it would suck.
Okay.
Guns jam. They jam. It doesn't matter, and it's not every gun. The AK-47 is like the most reliable gun you can own. But your chances of having an AK-47 available to you in a zombie apocalypse are pretty slim at first. You just have to get a bigger gun and shoot some people that actually have AK-47s. And then you'll have AK-47s. You see what I'm saying? It works. It really does. So, yeah, guns jam. That's one of the reasons why it sucks. Now, if it's a machine gun, or if it happens to be a machine gun, it's just a waste of bullets, man. You got to think about the accuracy. I don't know, have you ever shot a fully automatic machine gun before?
No.
If you do, the first thing you're going to realize is the kick is immortal. In other words, you're going to kick, you're going to go up when you shoot, and every time you shoot thereafter, you're going up. So you have to sort of lower the gun and keep it down. And 9 times out of 10, you're not going to be able to hit a bunch of heads with that. You know what I mean? Because in a zombie apocalypse, you got to take out the head.
That's right, or else you're just making holes.
Right. So now it's just a waste of bullets, because now you're just throwing all kinds of shit out there. Now, if you've got to fight guys that have AK-47s, this is perfect, because now you can kill them, take their AK-47s, and you're good to go.
Now, you'll have to bring me up to speed, because I am not a zombie type of follower.
Okay.
In this zombie world, the living are not necessarily on the same side. They're fighting amongst themselves.
They can be, yeah.
Now, are the zombies doing the same thing?
No, they have one ultimate goal, and that's it. And I think The Walking Dead actually explained it rather well. What happens is they went to the CDC in the first season, and the guy explained what's going on. There was a bacteria, or a virus that was released, and everybody got the virus. Everybody. You might have gotten sick just a little bit from it, but that was it.
All right, they stole this from the stand. Go ahead.
Yeah, pretty similar, yes. What happens now is that if you get killed, you're instantly turning into a zombie. So the first person that died from after they've had this virus turned into a zombie, and of course, what happens in this case is your brain dies. Okay, so your brain just goes dysfunctional. But then this virus reboots the lower half of your brain, right where your brain stem's at. So basically your motor activities can work. But it gives you a craving for warm blood. And at that point, that's what you're craving. That's what you're going for. You're always looking for it. And you can smell it. If you're a zombie, you can smell it in the air. You can tell when somebody is warm-blooded, you know? Except, of course, most zombie movies and TV shows, if you end up getting into a situation where you have to get out of being around a lot of zombies, the first thing they suggest is find one zombie that you can take out with ease without being seen, and then smear its blood all over your body for the most part. What it does is two things. It takes off the stink of live blood, and it provides you what looks visually like you're already a zombie. See what I'm saying? So now it looks like you're a zombie. No zombies really want to attack you. It's not foolproof, but it does work. And then that's, of course, every single zombie tale has something similar to that. Somebody's, wiped the shit all over them. But then
they have created an entire world off of this. And I think it all stems back to that 1968 movie.
Yeah.
Night of the Living Dead?
Yes.
It all stems back to that.
Yeah.
They have created an entire, well, not entire, it's not quite like Star Wars, but it's getting there.
Yeah.
I mean, they're in a whole entire world of zombies and what to do in zombies and oh my gosh.
It's really funny, though, because zombieism has been around for much longer than George A. Romero, the guy that created the first zombie movie, The Night of the Living Dead. It's been around a lot longer than that. As a matter of fact, in the 1930s, there were movies like Abbott and Costello and the Zombie, or Against the Zombie, or Versus the Zombie, or whatever it is. And movies very similar to that where they talked about zombies. What Romero did was he identified exactly what the zombies would do and how they would work and how they would walk, and you know what I mean? So he kind of gave like a life of their own to each zombie and sort of a backstory. The scary part to a lot of people early on in the 1930s or whatever, the scary part was they didn't know how this happened. I don't know how this guy got turned into this. The other thing too is that in the religion of voodoo, they have zombies there, and that was the other thing that sort of came forward as
And supposedly there is confirmed evidence
that it exists.
Of this voodoo thing. They turn people into zombies.
Yeah,
and from what my memory tells me, it's only temporary.
It can only be temporary, yeah. But the other thing is there's no reaction to it. If you're a zombie, you're just doing what the person tells you to do. Whereas in like George A. Romero's zombies, he's actually put something more into them.
They have
created them a craving.
They have a mission or a desire or a job or whatever you want to call it.
Yeah, and
one thing, which is to what?
Eat blood.
Eat blood.
Yeah, get blood. That's basically it. Eat the flesh, but get the blood. That's really what they're kind of getting down to. Now, that got perverted in the 1980s. Well, here's the thing. George A. Romero, when he created Night of the Living Dead, when he created that, he failed to put any type of copyright on his product. So there was nothing stopping anybody else from taking that idea that he had created and going further with it. Well, what happened is in the 80s, they created the the Return of the Living Dead series.
Dawn of the Living?
Dawn of the Dead and Diary of the Dead and all those. Those are all like Romero movies. But the ones were called Return of the Living Dead, which was basically zombie movies that had nothing to do with George Romero's world, except that it was,
the same characters?
Right, the zombies, yeah.
With the same characteristics?
Yes, except for one. And this is the one that's most notable, and it's one that we still keep in our head today when it really wasn't this way to begin with, is that the zombies crave brains. You've heard that. I'm sure you have. What kind of bread does, or what kind of bread does zombies like? Grains, some shit. Anyway, but yeah, that's what it kind of comes down to, is that it got perverted and then it sort of aimed itself back, and now it was campy too. That was the other thing. It was always very much like a Friday the 13th or a freaking Nightmare on Elm Street. It was campy, fun, cheesy shit. And then
Typical
finally,
80s horror movie.
exactly. And then they finally started diving back in and got it to be a little bit more serious with things like, The Walking Dead and so on and so forth. One of the ones that really turned it back too is 28 Days Later, which was a independent, low budget horror movie that introduced zombies into this world in England. And it wasn't just typical zombies. It was what they call the rage virus zombies. Right, which is these people moved like crazy, like fast.
Oh, fast-moving zombies.
Yeah, they would run after you like super. And it wasn't superhuman stuff. It wasn't this, the Avengers shit running across the fucking, United States in 12 seconds. No, it was legit. Like, the people could only run as fast as their bodies could take them. But sometimes that was faster than the people who were still alive. So, but 28 Days Later was basically that one thing where it was like very, very scary and very, very dramatic. So, yeah. So that was kind of that cool thing.
What are some other
things? Yes. The other thing after a waste of bullets is you eventually run out of ammo.
Eventually, yes.
Eventually you will. So the commodity is ammo.
You can make your own. My
Sure.
father-in-law does, but you have to be
skilled.
Borderline gunsmith.
Right, yeah. Yeah, you have to know, like, how many grains goes in this bullet.
Right.
What kind of blasting cap should I put in
Right.
here? And what kind of bullet head should I put in? And blah, blah, blah. Yeah, so it's kind of like,
Even then, you can still run out of supplies because nobody's mining lead anymore at that point.
Yeah, lead or brass or any of that shit or copper. The other thing is, once out of ammo, it turns into a paperweight. It really does, because almost every gun that you could have is useless at that point. If you have a pistol, what are you going to do? Hit people in the head with it?
It's a hammer.
Right, exactly. And then you have like AK-47 or a freaking M16 or AR-15 or any of that stuff. It's just a paperweight. It's like I could stab one guy in the face with this AR-15, but that's going to be about it, and you're done at that point.
In all the histories of zombies, in all the movies and zombies, the only way to kill them is to decapitate them?
No, just shoot him in the head. You don't have to decapitate him. You just have to shoot him. You have to disrupt the brain.
That lower region of the brain, the hippo.
Yeah.
Is it actually called
hippocampus?
The hippocampus?
Yes. It's the place where the rhinos go to college too.
To get smarter.
They were never in the. They were chilling on the hippocampus. You know what I mean? Getting everybody stoned with their rhino weed. You know what I mean? A couple more things. Loud noises attract more dead.
Is that right?
That's the reason why guns don't work. Because if you use a gun, you're going to attract fucking more zombies. So you take out 5, now you're fucked because 20 more are coming at you. So,
gunshot?
Yeah, exactly. They don't care. They're like, oh, something's still moving. Something that isn't zombie. Let's go get it.
Do zombies communicate with each other?
No.
Not at all.
Nope. Their simple form of communication is, should I bite it? No. It doesn't look like it's warm blood. That's their only form of communication. Really, seriously. I mean, they're just walking around aimlessly.
And that's the only directive they have is...
Yes. That's it, basically. Eat. Mm-hmm. And sometimes, we've gotten far enough along in the seasons with The Walking Dead where you see the zombies who really haven't been getting anything to eat. What's really weird, though, is they won't cannibalize each other. There's whole groups of zombies, like, in places where, like, they had this one, it was last season. They had this one where it was a giant quarry. And it was loaded with zombies, like 40,000 zombies. It was crazy. And they weren't eating each other. They weren't doing anything. They were just walking around, mindless, So, loud noises attract the dead. Unless you're likely a very good shot, the gun's not going to be very helpful to you either. Unless you want to, try and take some courses, while you're in the zombie apocalypse, start firing at targets, but then you're just wasting bullets at that point. So what's the point? More than likely, anybody that gets a gun is not going to, hey, maybe I can use this gun, sure, but am I really going to hit anybody in the head with this thing without being 2 feet away from them? Probably not.
They also possess superhuman strength?
No. The regular zombies do not possess superhuman strength.
Did they in 1968?
No, they didn't. No. The rage virus zombies, they had better strength, but they were putting like all their effort into moving. So it was like, imagine you picking up the very largest weight that you can pick up and successfully pick it up. And even sometimes not even do that. I've seen shots where zombies were trying to pick somebody up and try and bite them, and their arms broke off. You know what I mean? It's like a really bad case of leprosy, because they'll start falling apart in time.
Well, yeah, they are decaying.
Yeah.
So
yeah.
Here I am. I'm starting to believe this shit.
I'm coming down from that. Another reason why is reloading takes a while.
Yes.
Now, imagine you have a shotgun. You load up the chamber, you got 8 in it. You're firing away. All of a sudden, you have nothing left in there. You're putting bullets in or racking. That's it. Bullet rack, getting it all loaded, and then finally be able to shoot. Now, you've spent 30 seconds trying to reload your shotgun, if you could even handle the bullets that fast. And here, the zombies are coming up on top of you. They're going to kill you. That's just the way that is. So, yeah, reloading takes a while. And last but not least, aim for the head if you can, which means close quarters combat.
Yes.
That means you're going to have to be really, really close, because the likelihood of you firing 20 feet away to hit something dead on in the head in the appropriate way.
The hippocampus is not that big.
No, it's not.
You're trying to hit an orange.
Yeah, exactly.
From 30 feet away.
Exactly. And the other thing that really does it too, and they discovered this on The Walking Dead, you cut a zombie's head off, they're still alive. Their body will still move. You've got to be able to cut their head off in a way that you take out not only the hippocampus, but the medulla oblongata, which is the part where the brain connects to the spinal cord.
I saw that on Waterboy.
Yeah, yeah.
Mama says alligators are angry because they got all them teeth and no toothbrush.
And that is why you don't use a gun in a zombie apocalypse. Boy, I hope that sort of helped out some people out there, because it's fucked up, because like everything has been going on lately. Nobody's like, ooh, the zombie apocalypse is coming yet. It's not fun anymore. You know what I mean? Everybody's like, I got so much other shit that's so serious to fucking deal with. So, yeah. All right, very good. So what would you like to do now, sir?
Well, I only have one more thing, to be totally honest with you, and I always am.
Yes.
Snippets.
Okay. That we can do.
Mm-hmm.
All right. And of course, mine are going to be surprises for you.
Absolutely.
You kind of know yours.
That's part of the fun.
Yes.
That's part of the fun.
It's trying to figure it out. Exactly.
Okay. Let's do this thing. Do we have any theme music?
No, we still didn't come up with anything for that, man.
Nothing, yeah. We still need a good title.
Okay, that ain't gonna work. Yeah. I don't know. That's just not, I don't know. We'll have to come up with something. Yeah, and a better title for it.
And we're going to have to come up with a better title, because it just... But then again, oh well.
Yeah, for the rest of our careers, we're going to be talking about that. We're going to be like, we got to come up with a name for Snippets. Can't just call it Snippets. It's got to be something else. Oh, I got a really good one. Yeah, okay. It was cute. What are you going to do?
Yeah. You ready for snippet number 1?
Yes.
Okay.
Are you gonna treat me today?
Well, you go ahead and run the show.
I was gonna do it. Yeah,
you run the show.
I was gonna do it because
I'll be the mouth.
Yes, because it gives you an opportunity to go first.
Mm-hmm.
And if you can't, then I can go. Then you know what I mean.
Go ahead.
All right, here we go.
Yep.
So snippets, folks.
Don't you know what I can do to make you feel alright?
Aw, are you talking about making hot, steamy, nutritious lunches for the whole family? I got another one. Play it again.
Hot, steamy piles of stew.
Don't you know what I can do to make you feel alright?
You're leaving? One more.
Don't you know what I can do to make you feel alright?
Okay, but you're not as good as your sister.
Don't you know what I can do to make you feel alright?
Foot massage. There we go.
Yeah, that would make me feel all right.
I know, right?
Yeah.
Exactly. Especially if Avril Lavigne's doing it. Holy cow.
Oh, man, I got lots of things for her to do.
I think she... A lot of places to do some inappropriate shit on that woman.
She could be my girlfriend, too.
Oh, yeah. There we go.
Next one.
All right, here we go.
A bottle of red, a bottle of whites.
It all depends on how much you want to drink, you damn alcoholic. You're just like your father.
Here we go.
A bottle of red, a bottle of whites.
Why does it always have to be about white?
You're right. Bottle of blacks.
I've had black wine. It's pretty good. Yeah, actually.
Have you ever had chocolate wine?
I have. Chocolate cherries. My wife loves it. She thinks it's great.
My family loves chocolate wine too. It is kind of like chocolate milk with a little bit of rum in it or something.
Yeah, kind of like that. Well, the chocolate cherry ones she gets, what would be considered like your rum in this case would be what the cherries are. So it's like a chocolate covered cherry for the most part. But it's like, it's very difficult to explain. Have you ever had the almonds that just have like a dusting of cocoa powder on them or anything like that, where it just had dusting of cocoa powder on it?
Can't say as if I have.
If you ever try that, that's basically what it's like. It's just an overtone of chocolate, but it's not like, ooh yeah, kick me in the balls, chocolate, that kind of chocolate. So that's
just a teaser chocolate.
Teaser, yeah,
or just a around the edges chocolate.
Exactly, yes. Or you're rimming it. All right, here we go. We ready for the next one?
Yep.
Oh, wait a minute. Oh, yeah, that's right. I already did mine. Okay, here we go. Tommy used to work on the docks. He's down on his, the union's been on strike. He's down on his luck. It's
8:15. Traffic up next. Poor Tommy.
Poor Tommy.
Tommy smokes Marlboro box.
It's tough. It's so tough. This song is so tough.
It's just so tough. It's just like a hard, chewy piece of steak.
Okay, now I gotta give you the right one here. And now he's gonna have to put dicks in his mouth.
Yeah, gotta make the ends meet somehow.
You said meat. They're docking on the dock. Anyway, all right, here we go. This one is actually set up to be a joke. I'm just going to make the fucking joke.
Do it.
It's the theme song for Florida. That's right. Because Florida's getting fucking blown away in a day or two. Good God, get out of Florida while you got a chance. All right. So we'll go back with this. All right, here's one for yours.
Took it all for granted, but how was I to know you'd be letting go? Now cuts like an...
Oh, do it one more time.
Okay.
I
Took it all for granted, but how was I to know you'd be letting go? Now cuts like an...
through this aluminum can real easily. Now watch it slice through this tomato. It's the Ginsu knife. Now how much would you pay?
Ginsu 2000. I'd pay 2,000.
I would, if it was, yeah.
If it lasted forever, yeah, I'd pay a bit of money for it.
I would.
I've done that for other stuff.
And could it hide itself after I did the crime?
Prostitutes, I've done that with that. If I had to pay them more and it lasted longer, why not?
Hey, we're just helping out a young girl trying to go to school, right? Single mom?
Took it all for granted, but how was I to know you'd be letting go? Now cuts like an...
Paper. And then lemon juice all over that. Oh shit, it burns. Fuck, I'm dying here. Okay, here we go. Next one. This one's mine.
If I could turn back time,
You ready?
Yep.
if I could turn back time,
It'd be 4:20 all afternoon.
Here's what I got.
if I could turn back time,
Who are you kidding? Your plastic surgeon's already done that.
50 years.
Yeah, I know. Right off.
If I could help fight crime, I'd implicate. I'm sorry.
I'd implicate you too. All right, here we go.
Saying I love you is not the words I want to hear from you.
Okay, ready?
Yep.
Saying I love you is not the words I want to hear from you.
I'd rather you say something like you're going home or you're going to make me a sandwich. Oh, for God's sakes, don't say the L word.
Lesbians?
Okay, go
It's
ahead.
never lesbians. Okay.
Saying I love you is not the words I want to hear from you.
I can blow you. That's the words I want to hear. Let's have sex. Let's get it on. Any of those things. That sounds good. We can do that. All right, very good. Ready?
Yep. Because I got to get to work. What?
No, it's good because she's driving. You crazy, like, all over the fucking road. Yeah.
Now
damn.
we're the crazy eights.
I know, right?
Get out of the left lane, you stupid Asian bitch!
Okay. And then she drives me sane again. I don't know. It's very crazy, but it's sane. It's crazy, but it's not.
She is messing with your head.
She's fucking with everybody,
She's doing
man.
it on purpose.
Fucking with everybody. All right, the next one's yours.
Blame it all on my roots. I showed up in boots.
Just boots?
Yeah.
No wonder everybody looked at you fine.
They all had smirks on their faces. Wow, Garth. We know why we're not talking about Garth's little brook. You know what I'm saying down there? All right.
Blame it all on my roots. I showed up in boots.
And slurped a Slurpee off the floor because somebody dropped it in the middle of that whore.
Wow. I hope it wasn't cherry.
No, it wasn't. Thank goodness, because that red, you just never know.
Yeah.
I know, I didn't have a really good one for that one, but we'll try this one.
Don't count on it, Garth. Nobody likes you anymore.
I got nothing for this one. I got to go. I got to skip out of that one. So we'll go to the next one.
Aww.
Yeah, I didn't have anything for friends in low places. I will define something and then bring it to the next
You're
day.
just racist and you don't like country.
That's right. No, I like country. I used to like that song a lot. I used to sing it all the time. As a matter of fact, today while I was messing with it, I was singing it. So yeah, it's not that. I'm not racist. Okay, maybe. I'm classist. All right, here we go.
Well, I guess it would be nice if I could touch your body.
Okay, ready?
Yeah.
Well, I guess it would be nice if I could touch your body.
Because I'm tired of touching mine.
Shit. Masturbation. It just never gets old.
Well,
Well, it can.
but there's nothing you can do. So
Just keep going.
Well, I guess it would be nice if I could touch your body.
Said Trump.
come here, let me grab you by the.
Grab him by the pussies. All right, here we go. Ready?
Do is make love to you.
Okay, ready?
Do is make love to you.
Not tonight. I have a headache.
Do is make love to you.
And then press your clothes. Okay, it came out dirty.
Hit me up again with that
All right,
one.
here we go.
Do is make love to you.
And all I want to do is roll over and go to sleep.
Don't touch me, you vile woman. Another one.
Hit me up again.
Hit me.
Do is make love to you.
And then as soon as we're done, I can go home. One more time, hit me
The
up.
general theme for tonight is going home. Here we go.
Love, sex, friends with benefits. Call it what you wish. The price is still the same, sweetheart. That'll be $100.
Damn, you're not cheap. $20 will get you ahead. She said. All right, here we go. I can see behind your eyes. That's a joke all on its own. Ready?
If I just simply saw through your head this way.
Bone saw. Cutting right on through. All right, here's what I got. It looks like you have glaucoma. Could be a retinal issue there, too, I think. He's smoking away the glaucoma. What are you going to do? All right, here we go.
I want to know what you're thinking.
I want to know what you're thinking.
I want to know what you're thinking.
Give it to me one more time.
Okay, one more time.
I want to know what you're thinking.
Huh? Did you say something? My left part of my brain's stoned out of its mind and sleeping.
I want to know what you're thinking.
Whether or not I should kill her or not.
I want to know what you're thinking.
No, you don't.
Hit me up again. Hit me up
I
again.
want to know what you're thinking.
What are you thinking about?
I want to know what you're thinking.
I want to know what you're thinking.
Why is it that hot dogs come in packs of 10, but the hot dog rolls come in packs of 8?
It's conspiracy. So you have to buy 8
That's
of
right.
these and 10 of these.
Exactly, and then you have to buy another fucking 8 so that you can match up with the 10, but then you have too many of those, so you have to buy more freaking hot dogs.
No, you have to buy 10 packs of hot dogs.
Oh.
And 8 packs of buns to get it to come out right.
Wait a minute, it's 10 hot dogs and 8 hot dog rolls. So it'd have to be the other way.
Oh, yeah. It's the other way around.
I got you. Yeah.
Either way, your WIC check is spent.
Cheese money down the fucking drain. All right, here we go.
Right here, right now. There is no other place I want to be.
Okay?
Mm-hmm.
Right here, right now. There is no other place I want to be.
Except maybe with your mom.
In-law sex. All right, on the next Jeff and Dan show.
Mother-in-law sex? Is that our next topic?
Yeah, we could have that, yeah. Oh, wait a minute. No, never mind. No, shut up, no.
I don't think I've never had a girlfriend that her mom was hot.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
I can't think of any. Teresa Price?
No.
No?
Good try, though.
Well, that's it. That's the only mother I never met.
Yeah, that's true.
But,
Yeah.
quickly, I do have to say, actually, there's one. I'm not going to mention any names, but
Okay.
back in her prime, I'm sure she was a looker.
Yeah.
I'm not going to mention any names.
I'm thinking back in her prime, mine was a hooker. Just kidding. That's a joke. Please don't come after me about that.
Either way, I'm happy to be in there somehow.
I know. Right? He's trying to get all up in that.
If I have to pay 20 for drinks or just give you the 20, I don't care.
Either way, whatever gets my zipper down. Here we go.
Right here, right now. There is no other place I want to be.
Except for Florida. I sure as fuck don't want to be in Florida, man, because pretty soon it's going to go from, hey, everybody's having a great time to, holy shit, I can barely stand anymore, oh my God! Yeah, one of those deals. So it's better that I don't go to Florida at this point in time. All right.
Everybody gets high sometimes, you know.
Okay, ready? You know what he said, right? Everybody gets high sometimes, you know.
Okay.
Okay, here we go.
Everybody gets high sometimes, you know.
Sometimes in the morning, sometimes in the afternoon, sometimes all day, sometimes at night, sometimes before breakfast, sometimes before lunch, sometimes after break.
I've woken up with a bowl in my hand.
And I've done that.
Granted, I fell asleep with it there, but it was good. It was good.
Everybody gets high sometimes, you know.
No, I didn't know that. Not everybody. Not everybody gets high sometimes, It's not everybody.
It depends what he's talking about.
It's if it's a cop. Well, then again, I know a cop. All right, here we go.
Don't forget my number.
Okay, you ready?
Yep.
Don't forget my number.
Or my birthday, or my size, what I wear, what my favorite color is, what my favorite movie is.
Keep on that shit. All right, here we go.
Don't forget my number.
What you mean your number? You fake. You's all fake. Your number ain't your number. You lying sack of shit. Milli Vanilli. That's who it is. That's who sings that song.
Five.
Searching high.
Okay, I've been searching high.
Searching high.
Go, give me to me one more time.
One more.
Searching high.
That's the best way to go and do things is when you're high.
Exactly. All right, here we go. Oh, I stopped.
Searching high.
I've taken a shit high. I've gone outside high. I've driven a car high. I've gone to college high. I went to high school high. I went to high school high. That was the name of the place. It was just high school. So, no. Anyway, next one. Here we go.
Touch you once, I touch you twice. I won't let go at any price.
Okay, got it?
Touch you once, I touch you twice. I won't let go at any price.
And the judge still gave me 5 to 10.
Touch you once, touch you twice. I won't let go at any price.
Said Trump.
Oh my God.
Touch you once,
I got another one.
touch you twice. I won't let go at any price.
Said Father Don. He's a Monsignor. What are you going to do? Yeah. I touch you once, I touch you twice. It's good. Everybody's happy. Okay, here we go.
She calls out to the man on the street. Sir, can you help me? It's cold and I'm nowhere to sleep.
Oh, ready?
Mm-hmm.
She calls out to the man on the street. Sir, can you help me? It's cold and I'm nowhere to sleep.
Well, don't sleep. It's cold. Keep moving, man. Just keep moving. You'll be warm.
Jog, bitch. You'll be fine.
Try jogging.
She calls
Here we go.
out to the man on the street. Sir, can you help me? It's cold and I'm nowhere to sleep.
Okay, go ahead and take care of this, and we'll get you some warm dinner. It's going to taste like gravy.
Baby gravy.
That's just fucking wrong.
Oh my.
All right, here we go.
Hey there, Delilah. I know times are getting hard, but just believe me.
One more time.
One more. Here we go.
Hey there, Delilah. I know times are getting hard, but just believe me.
You can make extra cash you need by being a stripper.
Strippers do make an amazing amount of money.
They do make good money.
I heard a girl one time, she said she was one of the main attractions at this place that's up north, barely got any customers. She gets $1,100 a night.
What?
Yeah, tips, $1,100. She's like, I do pole dances, which she had a pole in her apartment, which was like really, really fucking wild. This was a long time ago, back when I worked at Earthlink, I think. And then she would do like the pole exercises and stuff in her house. She's super, super strong, and like then she would do those, and she would do the ones where they go individually with somebody and lap dance.
That was probably the one where she made her money.
Yeah, that's really kind of where she made a lot of cash. But she said, yeah, that, and then I'm looking at her and I'm like, okay, she's okay, like, and her body's nice, but she's covered in tattoos. And I'm just like, wow, man, that's just really weird. And they're not really great tattoos either. It's kind of like, oh, this one was a fuck up, so I had this other tattoo built on top of it, and it's a fuck up. So this other shit came along, and then I put that on there, and it's a fuck up, you know? So it's like a whole...
Steve crossed out, Gary crossed out, Tim crossed out.
27 names later. We're on her left heel. Okay.
Hey there, Delilah, I know times are getting hard, but just believe me.
You do this one already?
I already did it, but I got another one.
Okay, do it. Right.
Hey there, Delilah, I know times are getting hard, but just believe me.
There's something else is getting hard, too.
Yeah.
Hey there, Delilah, I know times are getting hard, but just believe me.
When I say that, man, we are never going to make any money go any fucking place. As a matter of fact, shit is so bad right now, we had to change the name of the band, Plain White Tees, to just Plain Tees.
You racist motherfucker.
Exactly, man.
You're the dog, motherfucker.
All right, here we go. And this one goes out to our famous people down in Houston. Have you heard of this place, Houston? Goes down to Houston and now to Florida.
One more time. Cyclonic storm in the northwestern Atlantic with wind speeds reaching in excess of 75 miles per hour to 190 miles per hour. Traffic next.
We're standing at 955 millibars. Yeah, exactly. Okay, here we go.
I'm Dan Kirsten with the Weather Channel. I'm out here reporting live.
I think there's a bike. Yes, there was. Yeah, we're terrible. Okay, next one. Here we go.
If you don't know me by now, you will never, never, never know me.
Give it to me one more time.
You don't know me by now, you will never, never, never know me.
All right, so we might as well just quit right now.
All right, here we go.
If you don't know me by now, you will never, never, never know me.
Or get a slice of this pussy. Oh, God, that sucks.
I used to sing that song a little bit differently.
Oh, yeah? How'd you sing it?
If you don't blow me right now,
If you don't blow me,
you will never, never blow me. Fucking perverts.
if you don't buy me a cow.
You will never, never get cheese. I don't know.
That works. Or milk, or dairy products. All right, here we go. Okay.
and touch someone, reach out and just say hi.
Just say thank you. Yeah, surprise, surprise, right before your very eyes. God, I remember that commercial. Reach out and touch the one. And grab your pussy.
Grab you by the pussy.
Grab you by the pussy. That's right. Exactly. It's a theme Trump.
That's what we ought to do. We ought to do all Trump snippets sometime.
We could. That would be awesome. I think we should do the unnecessary censorship on all his shit.
Or
take stuff where it's just like not a word that's bad, but just censor it like it is.
We could do Trump. You could do Trump snippets, and I'll do Obama snippets.
Yeah, that sounds like fun.
Do the other Steve Miller one.
All right, here's the other Steve Miller one.
Cadaver.
I don't want to reach out and grab you. Oh, damn. Okay. Cadabra. Oh, fuck. I got lost. This one was kind of stupid anyway. I'm going to go to the next one. Let's go to the next one.
Right.
Actually, this one's a thing that I just wanted to show you.
Got me spinning round and round, round and round, round and round, round and round, round and round.
I'm gonna get sick. I'm gonna puke. Oh, that sucks too. We did some Steve Miller and the dude died. The one guy from Steve Miller died.
Did he?
Yeah, he died 2 days ago.
No fucking way.
Yeah, like he was one of the founding members. He was the bassist, I think. Yeah, he died. I was like, dude, but I'm not, Steve Miller's a great band, but...
Oh, I love Steve Miller.
Yeah. It's a little love-hate. Everybody I've ever met has always been kind of like, who? Steve who? And either that or, like, oh, dude, fucking music's awesome.
His music is awesome.
Yeah. The one you got to definitely, and we got to get a snippet of it, is Joker.
That would be a good one.
Yeah, that's a good
we
tune.
could distort that all sorts of ways.
Yes. Okay. So we're going to do this one right here. Let's do this one.
Aruba, Jamaica, Bermuda, Bahama, Key Largo, Montego.
Okay. So basically what I've done with the song now is I've just shortened it to places. Okay. So, all right. So
Hit me one more time.
Aruba, Jamaica, Bermuda, Bahama, Key Largo, Montego.
Oh, great king, we would like to open up a cancer treatment center.
Okay, but first you bunga.
Each other?
Yeah, bunga. No, I had this one.
Aruba, Jamaica, Bermuda, Bahama, Key Largo, Montego.
Are no longer there because thanks, Irma. They're toast. Category 5 wiped off the map. You just called it category wipe. Just gonna wipe that shit right off the map. Gone. See
Yeah,
ya.
Florida was your hard drive, not anymore, man.
Exactly. All right, here we go. Do this one. I'm gonna do that other one that we talked about earlier, last, but we'll do this one.
Like a boomerang, I need a repeat. Give me all your
One more time. Give me one more.
make it hot. Like a boomerang, I need a repeat. Give me all your
Oh, shit.
Okay,
one more time. One more time.
make it hot. Like a boomerang, I need a repeat. Give me all your
Money, bitch. This is a robbery. Put the money in the bag and hurry up, bitch. I'll kill you. Sorry, I got a little carried away.
Yeah, no, that works.
make it hot. Like a boomerang, I need a repeat. Give me all your
Warm showers. I didn't say golden showers. I just said warm showers. Yeah, because you got to make it hot.
My perverted mind.
Yeah, I know, right?
Give me that song again.
Okay, here we go.
make it hot.
Give me all your munchkins and your Dunkin' Donuts too.
That's awesome. I like the donut holes.
Just be happy with any of them.
They're harder to fuck, but you know.
That's
they're a
why
lot tighter.
That's why we just use donuts, dude.
Oh, really? Damn, man, that's just crazy.
When I say fuck the hole, I don't mean...
Not that hole, not the munchkins. Get rid of those fuckers.
We represent the Alvin Army, Follow the Olympic Road.
Oh my God, get your dick out of my ass. Where are you? We're totally fucked up. Okay, so now we're going to go with this one. Do you want the older version or you want the newer version?
It does not matter to me.
It doesn't matter to you. Okay. Okay, my grandma and your grandma sitting by the fire.
I'll bet it's a little awkward and quiet since they've both been dead for 20 years.
No, just prop her up over there. Yeah, no, like that. No. She's leaning over. Get her back up. Put her back up there. I don't care if you can feel her ribs. No, I know you mean her actual ribs, but I mean, no, that's horrible.
Give it to me one more time.
One more time. Here we go.
One more time. And we're going to let them sit there another 30 minutes in the marinated before we directly place them into the spit. Now let's go check on our potatoes.
Coming up on Food Network. My grandma and your grandma sitting by the fire. My grandma says to your grandma, I'm going to light your ass on fire. Talking about, ooh now, don't do it. I will sue your ass. Oh, okay. My grandma says to your grandma, I got some weed that'll get you higher. Talking about, hey now.
Oh.
I'm gonna get your ass so stoned you'll never walk away.
That was pretty good on impromptu, dude.
Impromptu, yeah. I didn't even thought, yeah. I liked it. I thought it was fun. We should do a weed thing.
My grandma and your grandma sitting by the fire.
No, that was good, man. Yeah, that was actually right.
Yeah,
we could have played this version.
My grandma and your grandma were sitting by the fire.
My grandma says to your grandma, I'm gonna get that underwire. Take it out now, no. It's poking holes in my boobs. Oh. Yeah, sorry. I just automatically go into that kind of shit. I don't know.
My grandma and your grandma sitting by the fire. My grandma says to your grandma, what?
What are they doing? Why are they laughing? Psycho, I know. That bitch is psycho now. What are you gonna do? I have one more thing I wanted to play for you. I might have to find it though. It's gonna be a second here.
It kind of looks like that all mine have been used up now, and I'm feeling very cheap and used. Yeah. So what you got? You want to play?
I have something that I discovered on the interwebs.
Okay.
That besides all of our advertising, how to get past that, but there's a young man who wanted to enter a contest, and the contest he wanted to enter was a very, very interesting contest. Now, the good thing is this can be done because it's almost all audio, so what I need to do is try and find a damn thing, if I can find it here. I know it's here. Oh, here it is. Anyway, he's trying to get into this contest. Now, I must tell you this gentleman is Asian. Okay. He's Asian. That doesn't play an importance here, but it might just at the beginning when he's talking. He's quite quite good at English, but he has a little bit of broken English here and there. But here it is. Let me play this.
His English is okay?
He's English. Yes, he's okay.
Yo, my name is Beatbox Big Man, and this is my wildcard video for Asia Beatbox Championship 2017. about that. Because I'm afraid that you were gonna get tired of my love, of my love. Get tired of my beat. Bitch, don't get tired of my love, love, love.
That was one guy doing that.
All with his mouth.
All with his mouth.
Every single sound?
Everything right there in front of you. You can see exactly what he's doing, and he is literally doing it all by mouth. No, man, you're supposed to snort the blow. Not chew it.
He's good.
Yeah. He's actually, if anybody's interested, anybody at all.
Yeah, what's his name?
Anybody. His name was not actually on here. It has a credit listed for his name, but it's in Chinese, so it's a little bit different. But if you go to AsianCrush.com, or you just do a search on Facebook for AsianCrush.com, you should be able to find it. It's pretty big right now. It's 2+ million hits so far.
Wow.
Yeah, I know it's pretty
How
crazy.
old is this guy?
He looked like he was literally like 15 years old.
A very young guy.
Right, but the thing is with Asians, and I hate to put it this way, but it's one of those fucked up stereotypes, is they age gracefully. Very gracefully.
You know, there's reasons why we have stereotypes. It's because sometimes they're uncannily true.
Yeah.
I mean, I hate to be mean too, but...
Yeah, no, I definitely agree. I mean, there's stereotypes of all kinds of stuff, that you really can't break from, because like in that case, they all gracefully age. Mm-hmm. So it's not like it's a bad thing to even say it to begin with, unless of course they're like a vampire and they're like, damn it, why did I get bit anyway? I'm going to stay young looking until I die. So what the fuck?
I'll be 12 forever. I'll never get hair on my balls.
How do I expect to get chicks if I can't get hairs on my nipples? Anyway. Lovely. Okay, so the deaths are starting to be reported now. Hurricane Irma has completely battered the Caribbean islands.
Is there anything left of the Caribbean islands?
Apparently, they're starting to do some counting, and we're gonna have to find out, man. Next week's gonna be a rather sad week.
There was one island that was already devastated. It already devastated not Barbados.
Yeah.
Barbara, Barbada,
or Barbuda.
Barbuda.
Yeah.
Sounds like a god over there in Asia.
Exactly. It's my Barbuda.
The island of Bermuda.
If you squeeze his belly, alcohol comes out. That's my Barbuda. Peace and love to everyone, and a little whiskey too.
Over here's my Barbuda mixer.
If you lift off his head, it becomes a mixer. You can put ice in there. Chops up the ice, man. You can make some great fucking margaritas.
Yeah.
This is my tequila Barbuda.
Well, no more now, because it's just a glass of water now.
It was on the map earlier.
Puerto Rico is getting slammed right now.
Yeah, they're getting pretty hammered.
And I guess that pretty much answers that question if we're going to make them a state or not.
Yeah.
Nope, we don't make water a state.
That's right. They're no longer there. No, it's a possibility that they're going to live through it. But the thing is, that Barbuda one, they got the eye of Cat 5. So it was Cat 5 and the eye wall hit them right in their island, punched them right in the island. And
I saw a video today of one of Noah's plane north.
Yes. The storm chasers.
Yeah. I don't see how that thing flies in that storm. But anyways, it was flying through the storm, and all of a sudden it came out into the eye.
Yeah.
And it was just like
peaceful.
Calm, peaceful. The sun was shining. I don't really quite understand that eye thing.
I don't either.
Why you can have this huge swath of destruction and water blowing every which way, and the seas literally lifting up feet from where they were and just making this monster mess. And in the inside, in the middle of this thing, it's a gorgeous day.
Yeah,
nice day to go to the beach.
Calm as the eye of the storm. Yeah, exactly. I think the one that they were showing was something like 40 or 50 miles across.
The eye?
Yeah, the eye is actually pretty big. So it's like, a trip from here to freaking Baltimore wide. That's pretty lengthy. So that's I don't look forward to it for those people. There was some video footage of people in the Virgin Islands. They're going to get whaled with it too. And they were out talking on their deck, and it looks like they were on like the 4th floor. And I'm thinking, dude, you in the wrong fucking place.
Yeah.
You better get the hell out of there and find something underground. And islands, they don't build anything underground.
No.
Everything's above ground because of the water table.
Yeah, because they'll run into water.
Yeah. So it's like, man, you got to build like the one thing that I have found through my years, and this is probably the most ingenious thing that I've ever seen in my life, because this type of building can take on anything and survive.
An igloo.
No, very close. A geodesic home. It's a dome home.
Dome home.
Yes, it's
Makes
like
sense,
an igloo.
Because the air, any kind of strong wind would just go up and over it, just like a car going down the highway.
Exactly, like a bug. Nobody understood. They were like, "Oh man, why does the VW bug do that? It's so aerodynamic. It just like floats," and it does. And that's exactly what a geodesic home is. It's just one giant dome, and then they have their space inside quarantined off, in different manners, but. The main thing is, they've thrown tornadoes at that. They've thrown. I mean, it has to be the superstructure. It can't be the type that's just, metal beams and then some stuff covering it to protect it. It's got to be one that's really, really tightly built,
it's anchored deep into the ground.
Exactly,
and they're not using piece of crap, inferior quality materials for the what is that? What's the dome made out of?
It depends. Depends on where you live. The majority of the time, the actual parts that go together, like the braces, I forget what they're called, but the metal beams that go, from plate, they're made out of metal, so they will withstand quite a bit. But
is the whole thing metal? I mean, it's not like a glass enclosure or a see-through enclosure.
They do have window areas that you can get into, like down near closer to the edge where a window would be more appropriate. But they do have skylight ones too. The only thing is with a geodesic home, and a lot of people are like, they're not really, groovy about that. They're not like, I love that home because this, is that you technically shouldn't put a second floor in it.
Why?
Well, only because it's so much enclosed. You know what I mean? Like you're coming to that pinnacle, the top of it.
Yeah, just like an A-frame.
Right. And you're kind of losing a lot of space when you end up doing that. Now, that's not to say people haven't done it. They have done it. It's just that a lot of the builders that create those are like, don't really put a second floor on this. Just let it go from ceiling to floor and be done. You know what I mean?
If you have the money and space and time to build one of these things, I don't think you would really need to worry about a second floor. Just make it bigger if you need that much more room.
Yeah, that's pretty much what it is. Yeah.
That's actually a pretty good idea. But I can't imagine they would go so well because aesthetically,
they're ugly.
Ugly as
sin. It's like a golf ball stuck in the ground. Oh, so you're the one that lives in the golf ball house. Yes, I do. Thank you very much.
What's that thing that looks like Epcot Center after Hurricane Irma?
God damn it, man. I had a kidney stone that looked like that at one time. Shit. Yeah. So that's the thing. It's the whole deal about it is it's the most secure. But the other thing is the bracings are made of metal, and they're really, really tight usually. But depending on where you live, you can buy different types of material. There's something so thin it's just basically like a canvas that you can put over it. It doesn't last forever, and you probably have to buy another one later on. But it's really for places like deserts. You know what I mean? Where it's like you need to have some transparency and some ability to get, air through. But at the same time, you don't have any risks of heavy storms or anything that's going to hurt you in the long run. You might get a freak snowstorm every once in a while, but that's, neither here nor there. But when you get into places like Florida that are always constantly hit by, hurricanes and troubles down there with flooding and stuff like that, they tend to build, when you buy the unit, you buy the metal braces, and they're a little bit, more sturdy. And these actual pieces that snap into place, and they're like a plastic vinyl. It's really, really hardcore though. Like you could throw shit at it, and it won't break. It's very, 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 very adapt to things like hurricanes and shit that'd be problematic.
Two things this reminds me of.
Okay.
Thing number one, did you ever see, I think it was Biodome. Did you ever see the movie Biodome?
Yes.
With Pauly Shore?
Yeah.
I don't remember much of the movie, but I remember I laughed a couple times.
Yeah.
So, other than that. And the other thing is, my wife is a TV-holic. And so I'm always going in and out of the room or coming in and out of reality for a second.
Yeah.
And I'll pay attention to the TV for a couple of seconds.
Right, yeah.
One time I tuned in, and there were some people standing around in a field, and there were some cows there. There was a cow there.
Okay.
And it was a nice sunny day in the field. And all of a sudden you hear this, and the people just kind of all looked around at each other. And all of a sudden you see this cow fall apart, like it was just cut in half.
Really?
Yeah. And I asked my wife, "What's going on?"
Yeah.
And she goes, "Is these domes they drop? You know what I'm talking about now?"
Yeah. There's a show. It was on Amazon called Under the Dome.
Under the Dome.
Does that sound familiar?
I don't remember what she said. I was too high.
You got two additives there. It's high and a wife telling you shit. That's really super out one in one ear and out the other. I know that feeling.
Nothing stuck.
Yeah. It was Stephen King. He wrote books, wrote stories about these domes.
Okay.
And they took, this production company and went like hog wild with it and started creating these episodes.
Did you see any of these?
I did.
These domes you couldn't see.
Yeah. Yes. Yeah, they were transparent. As a matter of fact, if you had paid, if you would have been there a little bit longer, not paid attention, but just been there a little bit longer and saw it, there's a scene where a truck's coming and a guy's trying to stop it, like try not to fucking let it run into this dome, because you can see where the dome is basically cracked into the ground.
Mm-hmm.
But this truck's not seeing it, and because it's, blind or whatever, and he's like trying to wave down this truck, and too late, the truck hits it at full force and explodes. So yeah, of course, yeah, any type of explosion or crash is an explosion.
What's his dome made out of?
I don't know. I never did get to the end of the series. I kind of stopped watching it. Yeah,
we bought it at Kia. IKEA, sorry.
IKEA. There you go. So basically, it's going to fall apart in a month.
We had to put it together.
You can put it together yourself, though. That's the nice thing. Any sucker can put it together. I mean, person. Yeah. My IKEA stuff's still holding up pretty well. My desks are okay. But
everybody I talk to that shops at IKEA really does like their stuff.
Yeah. Yeah.
I'm just that type of guy that it sounds too much like Kia.
Yeah.
It sounds too much like Chia. And I do not like putting together furniture.
Yeah.
Everything I put together always rocked after it was done. It was never level.
I know what you mean, man. I know exactly what you mean. And I was worried about that in here, and it almost did happen until I strapped everything down.
Well, this is this is a little bit better quality.
This
is decent quality. This isn't.
Yeah, until you rest your arm on it for a long time, and then you get cracking and shit over here. Like, IKEA's good, but it's like, I keep my arm over here because it's like, easy for the mouse. But yeah, I mean, there's a possibility that you can get some stuff from IKEA that is horrible or is difficult to put together, but usually it's not difficult to put together at all. It's like they've already assembled a lot of it for you. All you have to do is just put peg A into peg B, and boom, you're done.
Have you ever heard of a company that made products like this called Souders? Souder? Yeah.
I've heard of Sauder.
Maybe that's what it is. Maybe that's what it is.
Yeah, they get some nice stuff.
I used to work at Boscov's.
Yeah.
And that place was full of this stuff.
Yeah.
From everything from chairs to entertainment centers.
Yeah. That was the big thing. They were entertainment centers and stuff you put against the wall.
Yeah.
Yeah, like coat self.
Well, there's something else, too, that's gone by the wayside, the dodo bird. entertainment centers.
Yeah. Yep.
Nobody has them anymore. Well, I shouldn't say nobody. Me and my wife have a really big one.
Right, but it's a huge one, and it still serves its purpose.
It serves its purpose. It's not just for TV and stereo, which nobody has stereos anymore.
Well, here's the thing, and this is why it came to be and came to pass, is because of the LED televisions and the flat screen televisions, right? Because here was the problem: an entertainment center was built at a time where TV sets only got to a certain size. So you knew if you had a 19-inch TV, we're putting that 19-inch TV, right there in, into that little gap, basically built for a television. But if you needed, up to 32 inches, which was like the biggest TVs at one point you could possibly get, until home theater shit came out. But yeah, you would have that ability to put it in there. But now it's like TVs are 70 inches, 75 inches, 78 inches. And then I look back and I think to myself, like, you look at this monitor in front of you, this is smaller than a 19-inch color television. Bigger than a 19-inch color television. This is exactly what we had, not flat screens, just console TVs or regular TVs. 19 inches was like fucking tiny, man. It was a tiny, tiny box is basically what it was.
Yeah.
But everybody had a 19-inch television. It was always 19-inch. And I'm just like, I guess it's just easier to make shit like that. I don't know.
An odd number, though?
Yeah. Well, that's the other thing, too, is like, why not just go to 20?
Yeah. Speaking of TVs, we were shopping for a TV maybe about 2 years ago. We needed a new TV.
Yeah.
And I was checking some out at H.H. Greed, and I was really amazed with this one TV. First of all, it was huge. I don't know how big it was.
Okay.
It was just huge.
Yeah,
it's like the size of my bed.
Oh wow!
I mean, it was huge.
It's probably 75.
But it was also
thin.
Well, it was thin, but it was
curved.
It was curved.
Yeah.
And you know how like the old TVs were bubbled out?
Yeah.
This was curved
inwards, yeah.
I don't know if that had anything to do with the quality, but I sat there watching it. I could see the little tiny dude way down in the street on this. He was picking his nose.
In detail.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Can't even fart anymore. Did you see that video of the anchorman who farted off camera?
No.
Somebody recorded it, and then they were playing it back on their. They recorded it with their phone, and this weatherman's sitting there talking about it, blah, 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 and all of a sudden he steps back and he leans out real quick to try and pretend like he's doing something down here, and you hear this, and he steps forward and he goes, and he's going back into his whole spiel. And these people kept playing it. You can definitely hear this guy farting. It's really fucked up.
You've seen some good bloopers with newsreels and stuff.
Oh yeah.
This one I saw. It's a little sad, but it was it was funny.
Yeah.
There's this missing girl out in Washington. They have missing girls everywhere. But this missing girl was like 16 years old and missing. I said that like 5 times now. And
it's okay.
And the newscaster, I guess, she went live to Pete out on the street, whatever.
Yeah.
And there's Pete out there. He didn't know he was live. He was talking to his assistant about how hot this missing chick was. This missing chick was so hot, and then he said, "I'd fuck her right in the pussy."
Oh yeah, yeah.
And then it shows the anchor woman, and her anchor woman is with her mouth wide open. What?
Yeah, her eyes are just like, yeah, I did see that.
I'm sorry, I didn't do it any justice, but it was funny.
No, there was another guy that said, another guy who they kept getting on the show. Apparently, somehow the news anchors kept running, or the reporters kept running into this dude. And he would say shit like, "Grab him right by the pussy," grab him right in the pussy. And that was a thing before Trump's thing even became a thing. This dude was out there, and it was fucking hilarious. I'm telling you, it's crazy. The world is crazy, and for as much pomp and circumstance as we actually believe that certain people should have, and ethics that these people should have. There's no way to be able to simply say that, one person's right and another person's wrong. You know what I mean? It's kind of like the whole Trump thing where everybody's like, oh my God, he acts like a buffoon and blah, blah, blah. And that's, that could be true. But at the same time, we've never been used to a president, anything like this. There's never been a president in recorded history that's been anything like the president we have now. And I don't know if that's good or bad, but it still has me in that whole thing of, well, let's wait and see what happens. Yeah, let's wait and see what happens. Let's wait. No, I'm not changing my ideals.
I
I'm not
you're ready
thinking,
to hang him now, dude.
No. I'm not ready to hang him.
November 15th, hang him!
Hang him high. Nooses at every single polling station. Just make sure it's not at black polling stations. Shit can get real ugly at that point. But no, the thing is, I'm willing to give him a shot. Is basically what I'm saying. I'm not willing to hang him as quickly as I was before, but at the same time, I'm not like, oh my God, he's the best president ever, because you can see through the bullshit. You have to admit you can see through the bullshit. Everybody knows you can see through it, and especially this stuff. I mean, to be honest with you, I honestly believe that he is not even in command of anything. I think other people are doing his dirty work. Just like the Jeff Sessions things that happened yesterday or today or whatever for the DACA, D-A-C-A. Jeff Sessions is the one that made the announcement that they were going to suspend that. And Trump was basically got his hands off of it. You know what I mean? I think there are people in his administration that are saying, we've really know how to run this kind of stuff. Let us do that. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I absolutely believe that. But the job is just so big. Not even Donald Trump with his business background
acumen
can do the whole job.
Right.
But you let things run, and then it runs away from you. Like the Justice Department. The Justice Department is corrupt.
It is very much so.
So how can we expect the Attorney General to get in there
and change things?
He's going up against years of corruption.
Right. Oh, yeah. There's corruption in every aspect of government. And the fucked up part about that is every single one of us as Americans know this. And we're not willing to do much about it. You know what I mean? Now, I'm not saying rise up and overthrow the government. That's not what I'm saying at all. What I'm saying is we need to confront this shit head on.
Dude, it's like this. When you're talking that kind of money, I'm your representative, okay? Let's pretend I'm your representative.
Sure.
And let's just take an issue, healthcare.
Okay.
And say like you are like 65, 75% of Americans, you want healthcare repealed. Let's just say that.
Yeah.
Okay, so you are. And I'm not getting that job done.
Mm-hmm.
I'm dicking around and I'm fooling around, I'm dicking around, and you're getting pissed at me.
Mm-hmm.
Well, how about if I just bring in a couple $1 million and build this naval plant base here
and make some jobs.
Make some jobs.
Right. Yeah.
Oh, well, this check here in this hand that you're getting is making you forget all about me.
Oh, sure.
And then, how about if I put you on a mailing list and send you a picture of me? I'm starting to make up stuff now.
No, this stuff, I know what you mean.
But everybody's representative is corrupt, except their own.
No, I peg mine the worst.
Well, I say that because I helped out one person trying to get elected one time.
Right.
I did the polls for him and stuff like that, and I ran into this guy. The guy, he was, how can I say this? Ted was the guy I was working for.
Okay.
He was running up against, I can't remember his name, I'm going to say John.
Okay.
Well, this person that I was talking to, we both agreed, hey, government's getting corrupt, blah, blah, blah.
Right.
And I said, well, what about John? John's corrupt too. Oh, no, John, no. We're not going to get rid of it. He got me my unemployment check.
Yeah. Yeah. What does that have to do with corruption of government? Your fucking unemployment check doesn't mean anything.
Like I said, everybody's representative is corrupt but their own.
Okay, well, this is something we should definitely say here and now. We know the system's flawed. We know it's fucked up. And we know that there's corruption out the wazoo. I can almost guarantee you that every single person in the Senate and in the House of Representatives is on the take. On the take. Because I've seen the numbers, and people like Patrick Toomey, who is our representative for this state, actually, senator, yeah, he received something. I read it on a site. Now, it's the internet, but I pretty much have to agree that it's what it would be because it was the Law Center or something. I don't remember what it is, but it said, it had a breakdown of who was receiving the most from whom, and Patrick Toomey was receiving the most from healthcare. And that was the lobbyists for healthcare. So pretty much those are the people that are like, you know what, Pat, we could give you $100,000 for your campaign this time, but we're really going to need that vote to repeal this healthcare thing, because it's not in our best interest to do that. Dude, if you ever have a chance, and I know I've stated it before, if you ever have a chance, get the movie. You might have even seen it. Hell, you might have been the one that had it. A movie called Distinguished Gentleman.
Was that the one with Eddie Murphy?
Yes.
Okay.
Watch that. I seriously just sit down and watch it. And
I tried. It was lacking humor, which is what I tuned in to see.
Right, and that's the problem. You thought it was going to be humorous.
Yeah.
It's not really that humorous.
No.
But it is shedding a whole lot of light on shit that goes on in Washington. So many people have said, yeah, that's pretty much the way it is.
Yeah.
And it's like every single politician is crooked. They're on the take somehow, some way.
And again, we're not going to get them out of office as long as they keep building naval depots with jobs.
Right, exactly. That's the thing. You've got to be able to get a base of people who can see through the bullshit. And there's not a lot of base. There's no base of people that can just see through the bullshit. Everybody's divisive. Everybody has their own thinking. Everybody has their own way of thinking. And then exactly as you said, there are numerous people who are like, oh, he's my representative. That's true. And there are also people that go to the polls, and I've witnessed this firsthand. Actually, two types of people. The first type actually goes to the polls and says, yeah, I remember his name. I'm gonna vote for him. Patrick Toomey, Pat Toomey. Oh yeah, I remember him. I'm just gonna put a dot right there because I remember his name. Seriously, that's what they fucking vote with.
Oh, I call that the who's the cuter quarterback phenomenon. Because you ask some girls, who's your favorite football team? Oh, Joe Montana is so cute. I love the 49ers. Or who's a hot-looking quarterback right now? But you know what I'm saying.
Yeah, Tom Brady. I'd fuck him. No, I'm just saying. I
did.
Oh, is it that good?
Yeah, well.
Yeah, junk of gold. No, but yeah, I know what you're saying. And then, you can ask, and another thing about that is you can ask those same girls, well, the 49ers is your favorite team, and you like Joe Montana on that team. Oh, no, let's just go with the Patriots. You like Tom Brady on that team, huh? Yeah. Do you remember the name of the running back? No. Do you remember the last time they played? No. Do you remember the score that was yesterday? No. What
they won the Super Bowl, didn't they?
Yeah.
Yeah, didn't
I
they?
thought they did, and I used to be for this team and that team and this team and that team. Whenever they win the Super Bowl, that's the team I go for.
It's the cutest quarterback syndrome.
Yeah, that's exactly it. And the other type of main person that walks in, and this one's the one that sort of perturbs me because I know quite a few people close to me do this shit. They walk in and they'll go, it's the general election, not the first one, not the primary. They go up and then, okay, I'm voting Democrat. Put a little box, check in the box for fucking Democrat, and I'm done. Put the ballot in, you're finished. Dude, I can't live life like that. I just cannot live life like that.
Especially now.
Yeah, I've got to at least know the person that's in there, and if I like them, then maybe I'll vote for them. But if not, dude, I'm not fucking voting straight party. Are you out of your fucking mind?
Uh-huh.
Most of the time, those people have no idea what the fuck is going on.
Oh, I've never voted straight party.
Yeah.
But let me ask you this. I think I am, when I go to the polls, I think I am a mildly to moderate informed voter.
Okay.
I
can see that.
Which means I know the headlines.
You know the headlines and stuff that maybe you've seen flash across, like TV sets and shit.
But I have no idea.
Their
School
platform.
board pick 3.
Right, exactly. Yeah.
I have no idea who they are, so I just
pick the 3 best names.
Yeah.
A lot of people do it one of 2 ways, and that's one is they pick the best names. Oh, I like that name. Oh, it's a woman. Okay, I'll pick her. She needs to be the period monitor. Okay, we can do that. For Hillary Clinton. And then there are the other people that just go, I'm just going to select the top 3.
Yes.
And then some people just fuck around and go, I'm going to select the bottom 3. Oh, shit, they're all write-ins. So, yeah. And it's like, that's one of the things where, to be honest with you, dude, there's just so much to undertake when it comes to politics, when it comes to trying to realize everything that you could potentially know. It's so hard to know. It's like, I'm going to vote for this person for my state, representative or my state senator or my, mayor. You know, I don't know any of these fucking people, you know what I mean? But I want to vote for somebody. You know, I got to say, I was able to vote. And 9 times out of 10 on the ballot, it says incumbent. And that's really good because then you can just be like, well, that's the person that's there. I haven't had many problems. I didn't see any bad signs out. I didn't see anybody saying, you know, fuck this guy, fuck that woman. Okay. You know, so it's like, okay, well, you know, that's cool. I'll vote for the same person. You know what I mean? It's like really with the small, and that's the problem. That really is the problem because we're starting at a local level in a way that like we're not giving out to realizing what these people are actually about. And then they walk up the fucking ladder.
Should be learning.
Exactly.
That's where you should be paying attention to.
Right.
No, instead we all know who the state senator is running and who the president is running. And,
Right.
and that.
Right.
We don't know anything about the school board. Nothing about the council.
Yeah, nothing about the federal judges, nothing about the local judges, nothing about state judges, nothing.
Does the town you live in, does the town you live in have a council? Or,
Yes.
Okay.
Yes,
So-
and they're apparently looking for people to be on it because the people are getting old and retiring. So I have highly considered it. I really have, but man, I am so fucking outspoken. People would probably get rid of me very quickly. You know what I mean? They would be annoyed. But we're having problems, you know, locally with trying to get any kind of council. You know, council, mayor, the mayor's wanting to quit. Parks and Rec, they want to fucking quit. Or there's nobody on that board right now. Because people just don't either have the time or the necessary, you know, willpower to do it.
Or the
know?
bullshit.
Exactly, that too.
I mean, I know the little town you live in, it probably, well, I'm sure it has some bullshit, but it's not like the mayor of Harrisburg or the mayor of York where everything you do is under scrutiny and magnified, and no matter what you do.
Yes. But there are those times, I will say, there are those times when that does matter. Boy, when that fucking West York mayor came out and said that negative racist shit, everybody flipped script on that guy.
What'd he say?
He said something about black folks or something that the police officers, or he's got no issues with his officers pulling over black folks for any God-given reason. Yeah, or something to that effect.
Wow,
and I'm just like,
that's pretty. You don't want to run again anymore, do you?
No, yeah, you're kind of done. You know, that steak is
considering
finished.
like half your demographics are black.
No, it's West York, so a lot of it's white.
Oh.
But it's like, yeah, still, you know, it's not something you want to fucking throw out there. And the thing is he put it on social media. It's like, that's an added scrutiny right there that we didn't have before, but we do now. You go and scrutinize somebody for something, and because you found it on social media.
Yeah.
You know? I don't know. It's just, I'm starting to find, and this is problematic, but I'm starting to find that my party is no longer my party.
Which party is that, dude?
The Republican
That's
Party.
right. That's right. Yes. They've abandoned it and they've become the Democratic.
I think so. But in the same regards, there was a video that came out, and I posted it on Facebook, where a guy who's a right wing somebody or other goes and explains, and very very easily explains, what the difference is between the Republican side and the Democratic side. And everybody, they were very, you know, angry about this guy creating this video. And I'm like, I just watched the video. I don't see anything wrong with it, you know. But basically he explained that the Republican Party is for all of the people, or no, I'm sorry, for one person individually, maintaining that person's ability to live free, have liberty, and enjoy whatever they want to enjoy at any given time, but not so much regulation, you know what I mean? Stuff like that, like
that
less
used
government.
To be the way they think.
That used to be, right. And now the Democratic side is everybody. They try to look at everybody as a lump. You know, they lump everybody together, which is technically true. You know, they do more because they do more socialist stuff. You know, fire departments, police, ambulance crews.
No child left behind.
Right, exactly. So they pick up, you know, all of these great broad things and they paint in broad strokes. Whereas the Republicans want to draw, you know, in very short strokes and just each individual person. But it also gives rise in the reason why somebody should, if they're under the Republican umbrella, why that individual person needs to work, go out and do their job, get paid, get health insurance through their work, and make something of themselves. And that's what the Republicans want to do. They want to help them do
Not
that.
anymore. Not anymore.
I agree.
They want to sell you that message, but the Democrats and the Republicans, they just want to maintain their power.
Sure.
Nothing else.
I agree 100%.
They just want to, so they will tell you anything. Yes, Mr. Crawford, we are going to give free blowjobs.
Well, sign me up.
They will try to tell you anything.
Yeah, they will.
Because they want the power.
There's not much you can do about it either.
So
and that's what sucks, man. That's what sucks. That's what bothers me the most about this. Unless we pick up arms and overthrow this government, which I am not condoning, but unless we do that, this is going to be status quo. This shit is going to continue on. It doesn't matter if Donald Trump's in the fucking office, if Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson's in the fucking office, or if fucking Arnold Schwarzenegger somehow becomes fucking president. It does not matter. Whoever is going to be in there is going to do the exact same shit.
Just trying to keep their power.
Exactly.
And you know what? In a way, you can't blame them, because damn, life is pretty good, man, when you can just go to the post office in your office, your own personal post office, your own personal bank, your own personal cafeteria,
your own personal dry cleaning, your own personal barber, your own personal everything.
Your driver, you got a driver.
Yep.
You know, you have per diems. If you don't use that money, you just put it right back in your pocket.
Exactly.
You got a nice fat check that you only have to work for half a year at the very most.
Yeah, not even that.
Not even that,
it's
right.
3 months at most, I guarantee it. That might be for special sessions, but dude, 3 months is the most. They go on fucking breaks for months at a time. They were talking about, oh yeah, we're leaving for break at the end of August and coming back in October. And I'm like, you got to be fucking shitting me.
Yeah, it's October 18th, and Senate is just getting ready to leave for Christmas break.
Exactly. No, but they came on and they were like, oh, well, we're going to have to come back into office and run a couple votes through up until September 4th or 6th or something like that. And, you know, then we're going to be able to go on our break. And I'm like, motherfucker, everybody else has to go to work. You know what I mean? Or to school, or to, you know, do something to make their life stable or make their life, you know, better. And these guys are like, you know, whatever. You know, you're right. And that's why they create the status quo. And that's the reason why we're dealing with it. But the thing is, though, and this is the point I think that all of us need to come to an idea of. I do not like Donald Trump. I will probably never like the guy. It's not really necessarily his wanting to be president. I just never liked him. I read his book. I thought he was great at that point in time in the 80s. Then I saw him later on and all this stuff, and he just became too much of an icon. He wanted to be an icon, but he's like a wannabe icon. That's what bothers me the most about him. But that doesn't mean, you know, I'm not going to give him a chance as president. I'll give anybody a chance as president as long as they can prove they're actually doing something. That's the thing. But my biggest problem right now is we need to get people together. Either they're Donald Trump supporters, which is exactly what they're turning out to be, which is like becoming this civil war problem very quickly, like a divisive nation. There's the Donald Trump supporters, and then there's the fucking snowflake libtards. Okay? Seriously, that's what it is. That's what it's broken down to. There's the Donald Trump supporters and the snowflake libtards. And the snowflake libtards are not fucking just Democrats, but these guys over here are saying they are. It's just the liberals. The liberals are those people. That's it. You know, if you're a progressive or you're a moderate Republican, you still kind of get lumped over into that thing because you're not a Trump supporter. So what we need to do as a country is we need to put these two back together again. And we need to do it in such a way that every single person realizes no matter what you do, no matter what you say, nothing is going to fucking change until you help to make it change. You and I both know that that's what it is. We've got to be able to do something. We've got to be able to...
I don't know if it can be done.
My exact perfect thing for this was, and I shared this with you before, but I don't know if I did it on the air, is there's always a conundrum, and the conundrum is this. Let's create a law that says if Congress does not work at resolving the issues that need to be resolved, number one, they cannot go on vacation. Number two, they no longer get paid. They get held to do a fucking job, and that they will, you know, receive less of the stipends and dailies that we're getting.
All fine and dandy, but let me just give you a little bit of we're running a little bit long here. We're talking political. And
long in the
tuning
tooth.
our
Just
audience
to
out.
finish this one off.
But we could do that, and we could set that. But it reminds me. Have you ever heard of the debt ceiling?
Yes.
The debt ceiling. It was a law passed. I think it was in the 80s.
Mm-hmm.
That we shall never ever go more than have one budget over $50 million ever, ever.
Right.
At 6 months later, they're voting to raise the debt limit to $55 million.
Right.
Another 3 months later, they just raised it again to a couple trillion.
Yeah, it was
like,
Chuck Schumer and Nancy Pelosi. And
why
Trump.
have the fucking law?
Exactly.
Why have it if you're just going to go in the next day and write a new one?
Right, because they're supposed to be held accountable, and they're not.
Again, we hired the fox to watch the chicken house.
Right. Yeah. Oh, yes, very much so. They're all corrupt, dude. Even Bernie Sanders, who I thought is, this kind of heroic dude who's coming out of left field, who has turned down the vote for a lot of these bills that are just fucked up, and he'll tell you why. Even I, in a part, think he's fucking some type of corrupt. Even him. Even Al Franken, who, I only like him because he used to be on SNL. To be honest, that's all it got to be. But no, the fact of the matter is, if we take a look at what I was just talking about with we have to make Congress accountable. The only problem is to create this as a law, we have to send it through Congress. So that's the conundrum we're under.
Mr. Fox, I have to ask you, can you not eat any more chickens?
Sure.
Thank you.
Sure, no problem.
Thank you very much, Mr. Fox.
Sure.
I'm going to go home now.
Okay.
That's exactly what's going to happen.
Hell's yes, man.
Anyways.
Hell's yes. But that's it. That's pretty much it. And that's the conundrum we need to be able to get out from under, and that's the problem. We can't. Excuse me just for a second. I gotta go get my cock off. Yeah. So anyway, politics sucks, man. To be honest, it's really not something anybody's going to be able to solve anytime soon. Which really, 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 really super blows. And we could try to move in that progressive way, that hey, let's make some progress and do something. Yeah, I just burped in the middle of that. That was weird. Let's try to make some progress and go in this general direction, but not with the people we have now.
Exactly.
We have to be able to be honest. I know this is going to sound fucked up, and I don't like Trump, but like I said, I'm willing to see what he can do. But at the same time, it scares me to think the only way that we could get Congress to change is by putting common, ordinary people who see the problem into office. And that in itself is just the worst.
Yeah.
It's the worst idea, because now you're going to be dealing with a Congress and a president who are, what do I do now? You got to do this. Oh,
Fox doesn't want to give up its power.
Right.
And
Exactly.
So,
yeah. That's what it's going to be. So, sorry, folks. We ran a little long tonight.
Yes, we did.
A little long in the tooth. All right, man. You ready to rock and roll?
Yes, sir, I am.
All right. Well, everybody have a good time. Remember to visit us on jeffanddan.com. And you can also find us on Spreaker. And we're now on iTunes. And there we go.
And it's time to go. Thank you very much, folks, for tuning in. We sure do appreciate you. And be sure to come back next week, Wednesday, 7 p.m. at jeffanddan.com. Again, thank you very much. We appreciate each and every one of you. All three of you. We gained one listener this week. Thank you very much. That's Jeff over there, and I'm Dan. And we just want to wish you a good night and a great week.